Hey everybody, Pan Bam Rigid here. Welcome back to day 5 with the Tales of Marathon Stream 2. Joining me today is the webmaster from former Tales Central and ClesStahn.com. ClesStahn, how are you doing? Yatta, exactly. How are you doing today, man?
I'm feeling great, and I'm excited to watch my number one. I say this all the time. People get tired of hearing it. My favorite game in this series, my favorite video game of all time anyway.
Yes. Would you like to let everyone in the chat know what you've done in the past with Tales and whatnot?
Yeah, I guess I always wanted to, back when the series wasn't as popular in the United States, I always wanted to have an online resource so that people like-minded like myself could just go and get images and get information about the games and watch commercials and trailers and get some walkthroughs and stuff. So I guess I had always back in the day wanted to sort of aggregate and collect all of the Tales of information I could and just put it up in an online format in an organized way, so that fans of the series could just have a place they could go to just to get what they needed. So that's what Tales Central ended up being the biggest collection. There were some precursor websites I did way back when. I think they were called ClesStahn's Tales of Destiny page and ClesS's Tales of Fantasia page, where I covered a game at a time, site by site. And then I think it was around
Sorry, what was that?
Decided to accumulate everything together and call it Tales Central around 2003 or 4.
Right, so from what I got from that, it's like basically there were a bunch of Tales websites back in 03 and 04, and essentially they were all just congregated together into the one Tales site known as Tales Central.
Yeah, I ended up just sort of combining them and said, well, I'll just buy some web space and cover the whole series. I certainly never made any money running Tales Central. It was all just sort of paid out of my pocket just to have it, just to have a place to go for everyone to have a place to go.
Yeah. And, back before there was an Abyssal Chronicles or a Tales Union, there was Tales Central, and that's where a lot of us nowadays went to back in the day to get our Tales news and such. Like, your site had news about Abyss and all the other games with the directory there with all gallery images and such, and you've really cemented a foundation for future Tales sites and the community during that time.
Man, that means the world to me, just because I felt like there wasn't a whole lot out there for English speaking fans, and so really I just wanted to collect and amalgamate as much as I can and put it in one location so that everyone could have a spot. And so if people were able to use it and get what they needed, it was all worth it. I'm glad it served its purpose, and I'm happy about that.
And you're still around with ClesStahn.com, and it's just nice to see that you've still got some Tales of here and there and such.
Yeah, I just decided I didn't cover it anymore. It wasn't anything negative or bad at all. It just got to see a lot, and I also tend to like the older games, like the classic here, and so I just decided I'd sort of stick around, because I didn't want anyone to think I was just evil. So I like to stick around. But yeah, so I kept up Tales URL.
Sorry, quick question, ClesStahn. Are you using your headset right now?
I
am. Might want to check your Skype settings there to see if it's selected again.
Okay.
Because it's kind of breaking in and out there.
Testing. Is this more?
There you go. That's a lot better. Yes, you got it.
My apologies, folks. I don't know if anyone even understood what I said earlier.
We've got bits and pieces here and there, but now you're coming in loud and clear.
Okay. Well, I was just saying that I liked to operate Tail Central from the standpoint of having a singular spot where I just had as much information as I could find for the English-speaking fans, because there weren't a lot of other English-speaking, English websites back in those days for fans of the Tales series, and so I wanted to just have a spot where everybody could get whatever they wanted, whether it was news, video, walkthroughs, just game information, and then have a somewhat of a community to come and connect. So,
Yeah. You again, as I said, you did a good job setting up that foundation.
awesome.
So now we just killed Tiberius, by the way. That was a boss fight. I mean,
Yeah.
I mean, he was responsible for what was her name again? Eleanor?
Elenia?
Elenia.
Lienia.
Lienia.
I believe.
That was Fate's. That was Fate's.
Yeah, that's Fate's sister.
Yeah.
Not sister.
Or no. Oh God, it's been so
Sister?
long.
I suck.
No, don't worry about it. It's just been a while since you played a game. For me,
Remember.
for me, I have no excuse. I should have remembered the name, but no, no. It was the woman that was like the love triangle between Fate and himself, Carol. And
That's right.
Tiberius was the one who was responsible for her death. I just can't recall her name, so that's why he had a bit of a vendetta against Tiberius.
That's right. That's right.
And now, yeah, it just seems as though we've just learned that Leiden was just using Tiberius as a pawn in order to enhance his own needs with the Eye of Atamoni. And it's just
Right.
going downhill from there.
So yesterday we were talking about the cutscene animation of Majinken. There's another good one coming up here.
Wait, what?
another good cutscene animation right here. I love it. From Leon.
Oh man, it's been a while. Alright, let's see.
It'll happen.
But what other Tales games have you played out of curiosity?
Oh yeah, I mean this game right here, Tales of Destiny for PlayStation, was my first one. Actually, as a next door neighbor had this game and showed it to me, and I just thought it was cool. And so I got it, finally found it. It was even rare, and that was around year 2000. It was even kind of rare to find, even when it was at its initial release in the United States.
Yeah.
And so after I played through this, I started looking online about it and learned about this Tales of Fantasia game that had apparently come out. Never knew anything about it. So let's see. Back then, it was DJAP Translations was just getting started translating the Super Famicom version of Tales of Fantasia.
Oh, there's a cutscene attack.
There it is.
Yeah. What was that? Like I don't even know, like a tiger blade, or just like you just like
I think
killed
it's
him?
just like, yeah, I think you just sort of sliced him.
Okay, thanks, Leon. Random animated attack on cutscene, sure. But yeah, go on.
So so DJAP was just coming out with I think they were working on their fan translation of Super Famicom version of Tales of Fantasia at that time. So sort of I remember tracking that. I remember checking the website day after day. Is it done?
Yes,
Is it done? And
yes.
and then like they released their beta, and then I was like, okay, gotta play through the beta, and there was I just remember seeing some item bugs or something, and then man, finally they came out with their. And around that same time, I came across Fantasia Productions, who at that time was, of course, on their Tales of Fantasia PlayStation translation attempts. And Eleanor, that's who it was. Okay, there's that name. Eleanor.
Yeah.
Right. And they had announced it, Tales of Fantasia, Narikiri Dungeon, Game Boy Color translation at that time. So around that same time I started tracking with them. And at that time I had like completed Tales of Destiny PlayStation, played Tales of Fantasia Super Famicom, and then I imported Tales of Fantasia PlayStation, played through that using the good old swap trick on my American PlayStation, and killed my motor on my PlayStation.
Oh man.
If anyone else did that. I didn't trust myself to install a mod chip, really, so...
Wait, what was the original that you swapped magics for?
The Tales of Fantasia for PlayStation.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And then I bought Tales of Fantasia for Tales of Fantasia Narikiri Dungeon on my Game Boy Color. Bought and played that. Bought Tales of Eternia. And then when it came out, I remember I bought Tales of Eternia's Japanese version. And then when Tales of Destiny I came to the United States.
Yes.
I know. I bought that and played through it. And then the Tales of Fandoms Volume 1s came out. So, of course, I had to buy both the ClesStahn Mint version, of course.
Yes.
And played that for a while. And, man, stinking... Gosh, like some of the way that you had to pass some of those puzzles on that, there may be a better term for it than the Tetris-like. I always called it a Tetris-like game. There might be a better name, more proper, better name for it, but...
I think it was like, what's it called? Crap, it was Tales of... Oh, it's on the tip of my tongue. Like, it's there. Like, Tales of Breaker or something? Tales of Core Breaker? I can't remember.
It was that. I mean, I think it was that same thing, yeah, because Tales of Breaker, yeah. Man, some of those were just... you had to... These different chains, the shapes had to fit and fall on each other, and then you had to do a chain that caused another chain. I mean, some of them I just simply couldn't beat, and I felt like a failure. But anyway.
Yeah, so you've gotten a lot of the old school Tales games added to your collection. So where did you end up stopping on Symphonia, or did you just keep on checking on the series here and there?
Let's see. I continued. I bought Narikiri Dungeon 2 and played and beat that, and then I also bought Destiny 2, the actual sequel.
Right.
And I think my Tales of Destiny 2 ended up bugging out on me like 2 different times.
Huh?
And so I got mad and never finished that game.
Oh. How did it bug?
Apparently it was a thing. Like, apparently other people had posted their save file being just... It was something about entering a cave or needing to go into some cave, or after I went into some cave and then came out, I couldn't trigger any events to move the game forward or something like that.
What?
I think. Yeah, and it happened twice. So I was like, okay, obviously Kyle hates me. Doesn't want me to...
Kyle hates you. Oh my gosh.
And then, let's see, so then after Tales of Destiny 2, okay, Symphonia then came out. So I bought an American GameCube just for the express purpose of playing Tales of Symphonia. And I sent it to National Console Support to install a mod chip for me just so I could play the Japanese version of Tales of Symphonia for GameCube. And I don't know, that was a big hype for me. Now that was your first game, right, Pan?
Tales of Destiny 2?
Tales of Symphonia?
Oh, Tales of Symphonia, yeah.
Yeah, so I got all that, and then it turned, it was crazy. At that time, Symphonia was going to be the first, multi-plane linear motion battle game, and so I was just really anticipating it, and part of me was really anticipating it. And part of me didn't like that the series was seeming to transition from 2D to 3D, because I had always really loved 2D, and I still really love the 2D. So, actually sort of left the series for a while around that time. But then a real-life friend of mine, all my real-life friends, God love them, I forced them to play Tales games, even though none of them cared much or knew much about it. And but one of them, after I had got out of the series for a while, as far as being involved online or anything, they said, you ought to play this Tales of Symphonia. This is coming to the United States. And I was like, at that time, only Tales of Destiny and Tales of Destiny II? I'm sorry, I have really trouble calling that Eternia 2.
That's okay. That's okay. No worries.
I think those were the only two that had officially come over at that time, and so for a game to come over, I was kind of like, wow. And so I got one of my groups of friends, and when Symphonia came to the United States, summer of 2003 or something, we played through it as a group, and that was actually a lot of fun. So all of the times I've played through Tales of Symphonia, which is, I believe, 3 times, have been with at least one other person the whole time. It's made for a really fun. And mostly I didn't. Mostly I played Tales games by myself. My friends would just come over and play battles with me randomly, but I would play myself. So then, after Symphonia, I decided, man, I'm going to get back in the series. And that's when, that's when I decided to bust out with Tales Central and start collecting everything again. So I'm trying to think, after Symphonia, what was the last one? I bought Legendia and Rebirth, and then I started save files on both of them, and got quite a bit further in Legendia, but never finished it. I remember I saw Václav a few times,
right?
But I never. And then Rebirth again, a bug hit me in that one. I was in some cave, in some. I feel like it was some. Was there ever a part where you had to play as Eugene?
I never went too far in Rebirth, unfortunately. Before we go on that, we're on another ship cruise, and can anyone have a guess as to what we're going to be running into next? Come on, tell me. Ships. Considering the boss fights and enemies you had to fight before, can anyone fathom a guess? Like, seriously. Anyone. Oh, so many boat rides in this game, though.
Also,
a lot of boat rides. No, it's not that it's a bad thing. Again, like, I love the Tales series and stuff. It may seem like for some people I have a lot of vitriol for the series, but no. That's just me. That's just me playing the games, like, straight for a lot of hours. But leisurely, the games are fun. They're a lot of fun for me. But this part of the game, we're on another boat trip, and can we all say it together? There's going to be monsters attacking us, and oh boy, we're going to go through another boss fight, and we're going to have to fight them all. See, look, the crewman's here, enemy fleet's here. We're ready to beat them up. You remember this part well?
Yeah. Let's see. So we just finished Tarazi Castle.
Yeah.
Did you already? So we did the Morio Castle too, right? Or I'm sorry, the Shiden Castle.
Yeah.
Or was it?
Moro, you're right.
Moro and Tarazi both had castles, so we did both of those. So we're going to Fandaria. Ah, yes. Okay.
Yeah, let's not say it yet for those who may not be aware. But this boss fight, probably one of the toughest in the games, in this game, because boy, do they neuter your controls. Let me tell you, the way that they neuter your controls is a way that you can't fight. You can't. They seal your swordians, and it's ridiculous. Stan, I don't know if you're really up for this challenge, but we're gonna try. We're gonna try to do this. Here we go. Okay, let's do this. My heart's kind of racing right now because I knew, like, this part would, like, kind of screw me up a little bit. But we're gonna try. Here we go. Let's do this thing. Let's play some Battleship. Yes, Space Invaders. Here we go. Oh my god. Yeah, you ever wanted to say a Tales game that had like a shoot 'em up point in the game? Yeah, right here. Basically, you gotta shoot down the 4 bases at the end there, and make sure that you don't like lose a lot of your health at the bottom left corner. And if you press triangle, you'll release a bomb like you would any other shoot 'em up, but it would end the game immediately, and you'd have 0 points. So the more points that you get in this area, the more the better item you get at the end of it. So let's try and beat this fleet up. Come on, let's do this. Let's do this. Oh no! This is oh gosh, no! Why? No, I lost one of my supports. What is happening? Oh!
So frustrating.
But boy, talk about random. Like, how did it feel when you first saw this? This part. There we go, we're good. And we got the double shot. Oh, man.
I remember the first time I did this, the instructions said something about the triangle button for the bomb, so like that's what I did right at the beginning. I thought you could do it multiple times,
Yeah,
and whatever. It was just a, but no, it was done. Like a crappy item.
Yeah. I mean, it's weird, because, like, they don't outright tell you that it would be done right away when you use your bomb. So, if you were raised up in previous arcade games, you'd think you could use it multiple times, but no, it's just... If you use it, the game's over and you only get, like, an apple gel or something. Sorry, green gel, excuse me. But yeah, that minigame was awesome. Probably one of my favorite moments, my favorite what the heck moments in this game. Alright, so, and now we say goodbye to fate. Thanks for bringing us on a boat. All the way here. But yeah, so how did it feel like going from this game to Symphonia? Like, how big was the anticipation? Because you're probably one of the few people who I know who waited for, it's probably around the time where you played an older Tales game and then you move into 3D. How was that anticipation, and what were your worries?
Well, yeah, at first, as I said, I loved the 2D so much, and it was the heart and the LMB, you know, the linear motion battle system to me. Even though Tales' other aspects of the games were definitely strong, the LMB was sort of the thing that it was its, I mean, it set it apart and that differentiated it. And so at that time, my understanding and, you know, the way I thought of LMB was strictly through a 2D lens. Lens, see what I did there? Yeah, you don't have to laugh, it's okay. And so when I heard that the next one was going to be 3D, I was actually skeptical, quite honestly. But then I ended up playing Symphonia, and they did it so well, and it was so fun. All of my skepticism was wiped out. I loved it. Symphonia was a lot of fun, and they did the multiplane LMP really well, I think.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I could definitely see there being like a lot of skepticism prior to, because you've been raised up on like Destiny and Destiny II. I might go there for a while now.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's just no, I understand, but I'm glad that Symphonia was able to establish that it was perfectly alright. You have no worries if we move to 3D.
Yeah, Tales of Symphonia used the proverbial life bottle on my Tales love. Because after I played through it with my friends, I got back into the series and opened up the Tales Central website to cover everything. So, which was interesting though, because, you know, they took the plunge into that 3D, but then they sat there and released Legendia, Rebirth, which were Destiny 2 around that time, which were all still 2D. And then Tempest was very closely modeled after Rebirth's battle system, because it was a tri-line LMB, right?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Rebirth wasn't tri-line. Wait, yes it was. Wasn't it? It was three planes of okay. Yeah. So Tales of Destiny II. Yeah, that's my newest contribution to the series, the most cumbersome way of saying a game ever.
No, it's great. It's great. I love it. No, I'm referring... When you want to refer to the PlayStation version of the game, you gotta call it Destiny II. When it's the PSP version of the game, that's when you're gonna call it Eternia. There's no PlayStation game in the world that's named Tales of Eternia in the US, so you gotta be accurate with your facts. So we have to call it by the name on the box, which is in fact Tales of Destiny II.
Correct, because this is about logic. Always.
Oh god. Yes, it is. Well, at least like Eternia, Destiny, friggin' Eternia. I was like correcting myself from saying Destiny II from Eternia. Oh my god. But no, like Eternia was like what's it called? The reason why it was renamed to Destiny II is because He-Man back in the day was like really big, and Eternia was the name of the world, so it would require a lot of money in order to buy the rights to use the name Eternia. But for the 2007 release of Eternia on PSP, they didn't have to worry about that anymore.
Right, and I've had a thought that the reason they even Tales of Eternia, and they brought it to the States and gave it that stupid name, Destiny II. To me, that was Namco's looking at things through the lens of sales and inventory instead of actual, substantive game content. Because as far as in business terms, as far as inventory and sales are concerned, it was Destiny II. I mean, it was the next of that series that was brought stateside.
Yeah.
So from that standpoint, it makes sense. But you shouldn't name your games from that sense. You should name your games in a way that makes more sense, that reflects the content and the intention and what the series actually is, in my opinion, and I guess most of Tales fans' opinions, really, because none of us seem to like that name very much.
Oh well. Well, I don't know. Like, oh yeah, we have some. Unfortunately, we're already at the point where we're old, and He-Man and the Masters of the Universe is not a well-known name. So yes, it was an old cartoon in the late 80s, early late 80s to early 90s, and they still had a pretty big dominance over TV shows and such. Really popular, but kind of lost its popularity, but still had the rights to it during that time. So, for those who weren't aware of that cartoon, yes, that's what we were referring to.
Right, and I'm not gonna lie, I never watched it.
Neither have I, no. No, I remember having a toy sort of it before, back when I was a kid, but
yeah.
Yeah. So
I mean, that was a little before my time. I was born in '88, and so I think that was a little bit before my time.
And it's still surprising how it had a huge hold over the market to even like influence the change of Eternia's original title. Let's see here. So the throw mesh that really can. Okay, so we had a little. We were kind of going through it along while we were talking earlier, but yeah, Mary was starting to remember something, and STAHN was comforting her in that sense. So looking forward to what we'll be learning next about Mary, because I feel like Mary's arc here, as much as Amnesia is overly used in JRPGs, I feel like Mary here was probably one of the best Amnesia stories I've seen, because she's not the main character, and her happiness and her innocence is just enough to kind of make you keep going with learning more about her.
Man, and people say it all the time, and it's one of the things I always agree with. I mean, I'm with them, that the characters in this game, I mean, specifically this title, were just great. I mean, as you said, that's a great point. Is usually like a main character as the Amnesia. That's like the obligatory village burning down in every JRPG. There's somebody with amnesia, and it's usually a main character.
Yeah.
But yeah, at this time it's really well done with Mary, and she's definitely not the hero or anything.
Yeah, and yeah, like she's not a stick in the mud either. So it's it just makes you wanna. It makes you like her more.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you like you like, what do you call it? You empathize with her. Because she empathizes with everyone. You know, she's always kind
Yes.
of, at the beginning, she was, she sort of calmed Rute, which I always called her Rute, which didn't make any sense. But anyway, she would always calm down Rute and be like, leave Stahn alone. And then she would be the voice of reason to explain things to Stahn, or, be nice. I don't know that she ever had too much dialogue with Leon, but I could see how she could probably, like, smooth over with some niceties Leon's bluntness towards other people. Mary was always that kind, so you felt she cared. Therefore, when you feel someone cares, you tend to relate with them more, or look at them in a more positive light when they're that type of person. So.
Yeah, exactly. And there's a small flag. I'm gonna talk about more about Mary later, but yeah, there are several flag. There's a flag here, a very important flag considering her, that you gotta get to before you get to the next area. And it is very easily missed, just like a couple of the flags in this game anyway. I missed quite a few prior to certain points because of how easily you can miss them.
Mm-hmm.
Alright.
Yeah, I think there are. Yeah, there's a few things in this game. I think once you miss, and some of them are even pretty important. I mean, I think one of the rods that you need to open a certain bonus tower, I think you have to get before a certain place goes under.
Sorry. Hello?
Yes, sir.
Sorry, what was that about a certain place being inaccessible?
I think a certain place has a rod that you need to open a certain dungeon later in the game, and if you don't snag it from said place, I think you miss it for good. I think there's a few things like that in this game.
Yeah. Unfortunately, we won't be doing that one here because I've never done it once in my life, but I've heard many things about it.
Yes. Yeah. It can be slightly rough.
Yeah. But for now, we've also learned from Fate that we need to buy fur coats here because if you go through a certain area, you're gonna take a lot of damage and your party members could actually die. So that in itself is already something. We're going into it right now. Actually, it's the frozen river. Soon. Actually, no, not yet. We're almost there. But yes, here we are. The man from the beginning of the game. It is Gar.
Woo!
And we must save him. If you guys have seen earlier, the enemies in this area, like the frost bunnies and such, yeah, they did not change from the very beginning of the game. So we're back in the very beginning, and it's the exact same set we've been seeing for quite some time now. They're everywhere. Alright, and then all of a sudden, they even recruited a crow, and the crow was the last one to survive. Way to go, soldiers, way to go.
I remember with all these fights, I would always target those priestesses and sorceresses first because they healed. I mean, whether it be in the boss fights with Batista, or whether it be the mini-boss fights on the pirate boats, or even here with these mini-bosses, those pink-haired girls were just in my sights until they're dead every single time, because they would make me so mad for healing and I think casting Storm.
Yeah, Storm.
Golly.
But yeah, Storm is that I think it takes off like 10% like HP each time, it felt like, when they kept casting it, and they casted it in succession too. It's like after one storm it freezes again. It's like, no, not another one.
Yeah, that spell killed me.
Yeah. Alright, so Gar here. Don't you love bookends? How Stahn introduces himself the same way as Gar introduced himself when Stahn was in the bed. Nice little touches like that. Stahn has officially returned to favor. Subtleties.
Good point.
Gotta love them. But yeah, it turns out that Heidelberg was attacked. And Gar has no idea what the Eye of... Oh, wait. Apparently there is an Eye of Atamoni in Fandaria.
Yeah, I wonder if they've left the sheet on it this whole time, or if they just left the sheet on it so that nobody around the world sees this giant eye being toted about.
No wonder Gar was confused. But yeah, we've just learned here that Gar is of royal blood.
Dimlos. This man is a king.
Way to go, Dimlo. See, this is why you should bite. You should watch what you say about people.
Yeah,
never know
really
what
talk
will come right
about
back.
I don't trust him. I don't know why he can hear me. Blah blah blah. Talking that trash.
What a rude teacup. We won't be using you for our tea tonight. I still can't get over that line.
That's funny.
It's like that's the first line. That's one of the first few lines of the game, and when you see that line, that's like you know where this game is going. When you see that line, you know you're gonna be in for a ride.
Correct. The sarcasm is aplenty, and it's wonderful.
Yes, yes. Oh, Leon, hopelessly optimistic. Come on. Come on. What do you think about this Leon guy here?
Yeah. I think, as far as the whole series goes, Stahn's my favorite character in the whole series.
Yes.
And Leon's probably my second, and Tyr's probably my third.
Tyr... who? From Abyss?
Yeah. Oddly enough.
Huh, yeah. I never knew you'd go for someone in the 3D series.
Oh yeah, didn't I mention that? I played through most of Abyss. I didn't quite finish it, but I played through most of it.
Where did you end?
Oh man. Let's see. You know, this is gonna sound like a broken record, but okay, this time it wasn't the game bug. This time it was my memory card.
Okay. Why?
But yeah, my memory card crapped out on me. I got a little ways past. I remember playing the casino. Me and my friend that were playing through it played for hours in that casino,
Right.
like those card games. We got a bit past that. So I don't know at what percentage of the game you'd consider that point, but I was a little bit past that. I don't say a little bit. I was a good. I have bad luck with these save files.
Dude.
That's why I got out of the series. They just didn't want me to finish the games anymore. So I was like, fine, we don't have to play together anymore.
Dude. First, Fantasia, then Destiny 2, then Rebirth, then Abyss. Like, what?
Twice. Destiny 2 twice.
Oh, man.
Fantasia never did me wrong, see. That's why me and Fantasia get along. That's why me and Destiny get along.
No wonder you have it. And and then like Destiny 2 and Rebirth had the 3D map systems. Like maybe that's why you started to prefer 2D over 3D.
I'll show you 3D games. I'll finish the 2D ones. That'll learn you. But that's no excuse. If I was any real Tales fan, I'd go back and finish them.
No worries, man. I would have like if that would happen to me multiple times, I would have probably reacted the same way. It's like, why won't you let me play you?
Some of them. I'm looking at my collection here. Actually, I might take a picture with my phone and put it up and give a link real quick, so if people want to see my collection. I think, I didn't. I started a few and they didn't crap out on me. I just stopped playing them. Like, for instance, Tempest, Legendia, Radiant Mythology 1. Radiant Mythology 1 I thought was pretty fun. I just sort of didn't. I just sort of stopped playing. Life happens and such.
Yeah. But so you play a little bit of Radiant Mythology 1. Did you get to the point where you got to Destiny's Guild?
I feel. Let's see. Did I ever? I know I picked up some Destiny characters. Don't know.
Right. Because they were all in the second guild, right after you beat the first boss of the first area.
Yeah, I definitely got them then. I got some Tales of Destiny characters in Radiant Mythology. Oh.
Alright. Yeah, okay, so here we are in the Frozen River, and the Frozen River, as Gar has explained and as Fate has explained, you need the fur coat. Because I'm going to be having someone demonstrate this as to why you don't want to remove the fur coat. I think he's actually demonstrating it right now. Gar, if you would. By the way, when Gar joins your party, he's at the same level as you've seen him, so why they didn't scale up Gar to everyone else's levels is beyond me, but old JRPG logic. Old JRPG
Correct.
logic.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Love it.
I'm indifferent. I'm kind of indifferent. I mean, I kind of started with Symphonia, so I'm. I can't really use Gar that much. I mean, he's just standing there with his gruff face and his bow and arrow. So.
And his Mega Man looking character design.
Rock band character design. Essentially. But, I've never actually taken off the fur coat off someone before, so I don't know how long it'll take for the damage to take effect. But,
pretty quick.
Pretty quickly, eh? Alright, let's see.
Makes this horrid sound when you take a step.
Oh, now I know what you're talking about. Yeah, we're not actually there at that part yet, but it will happen soon.
Oh, that's right. That's
yeah.
right.
Oh, and here's our MacGuffin. No, not our MacGuffin. Here's our tradition back from Fantasia, the Sorcerer's Ring, which Gar apparently has for some reason. I don't know. And it runs on lens, but it's okay because it's just one lens per shot, so it's not that much of a big deal. But you have to equip it, which is my one thing that I'm kind of about. You gotta equip it on like, one of your characters. So,
right.
Let's just equip it on Gar since he doesn't really have much going for him. But yeah, he comes back with the exact same items you gave him, so that's why I removed the leather armor from him earlier and put it on Stahn. So he still had the cloak that we had picked up in the beginning of the game. Let's just fix that shortly. There you go. Alright, so this part, basically with every step that you... Oh, okay, no, not yet. It's been a while since I played through this game.
No worries, mate.
Sorry. When was the last time you played this game, out of curiosity, ClesStahn?
Oh, good question. I think I played through... Because I originally got this American version disc, and then I eventually bought the best Japanese version and an original Japanese version that was the best, because...
Oh, nice.
Yeah, because the whole glitch of getting Lilith in your party legitimately supposedly only worked on the original Japanese version, not on the best Japanese version. So
Wait,
I bought
what?
that.
Huh.
So that might have been the last one I played through, and I don't know. That's been a few years.
Huh. I never knew that, like... Wait, so the Lilith glitch, it works here and in, like the American version as well, right? I'm pretty sure.
See, I was always under the impression that it doesn't. But you know, if someone was able to do it, it wouldn't surprise me. I mean, it was even the only method that I ever heard of making it work, even in the Japanese original version, was so odd. Just the steps that you had to take was just this complete make no sense. I mean, it was like, go here and talk to this person on the world map, go to this one of the last dungeons in the game and complete up to this part in the dungeon, and then immediately go to Harments and ride the boats to the different houses in Harments, and nice. And then, you know, then you go back to the dungeon and play it up to the next point, and then all of a sudden when, you know, the party rejoins, whatever, she's in your party, and there's like no indication of it or anything. But it was something like, it was just weird, something like that.
She just teleported.
Yeah.
She yeah, go on.
No, I was gonna say it was just so weird because it was one of those things where she had obviously real game data to be a character, and then when you have her in your battle party and you go fight in the Coliseum in Neustadt, she's in the, you know, all your party, they leave you and they're in the crowd, and they each have a string of text that they say to cheer on Stahn and everything. Lilith even sits there and has a piece of text that she states. And so it's like she even has some game dialogue at different parts of the game that, you know, you never see because she's never usually with you. But there's just little things like that that make it, to me, I always thought it was really interesting.
Yeah, like data they removed and such. It's kind of, well, it's a good thing they brought it back in R though. So all is well in the world.
Correct. And somebody was saying yesterday that Lilith is incredibly popular in Japan as a character. So
really,
that's what someone said. I wasn't ever sure. I always knew that Leon is really popular, obviously, but
oh yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, let's see here. So I don't remember the part of this area where you start having your HP drained. But for some reason, Gar is not reacting at all. Why is my level 8 guy not reacting to any of this? Is he like immune? Is Gar just like cold-blooded or something? Gar, come on. But yeah, glitches like that, like, it kind of reminds me of how, like, it was so much fun to go for cheats and, like, look for glitches and such back in the day. And then nowadays it's just, they know exactly what they want to put in, so they don't try to, cut any loose ends, except if it's still DLC, but,
It's true.
Yeah, it's just, I like, how back in the day you could, like, look for stuff like that, and how excited you get to see, like, what if situations, because I remember just imagining such as to, like, what would happen if this happened, or what would happen if that happened, or I wish there was, like, something further past this, goal point or something, you know?
Yeah. Yeah. This is another thing I bring up ad nauseum, like, all the time, but a bunch of us were convinced that there was a way to legitimately get Lilith and all this stuff, and we would go on these quests and be like, okay, so I sit here and I clicked circle and I examined everything in the whole area, nothing happened. Alright, cool, I'll get the next area, I'll see if I can stir up something, trying to find hidden stuff.
Yeah. I don't get why I'm not dying of hypothermia at all, because I don't know how Gar, like, survived all of that. Like, wouldn't it have done, like, that damage thing at all during that part? Weird.
I thought it would.
I guess you only needed it for the main floor? I guess.
I suppose. I thought it damaged the whole party, but I guess not.
Yeah. Well, it looked like Gar took some... No, that was from him leveling up.
Right.
Weird.
Guess not.
Oh, okay. Well, in any case, we're going to be going to one of the side quests here in this game. Finally, after me missing a bunch of side quests. This side quest is one of the most important ones in the game if you want to influence, Mary.
Ah.
Yes.
Yes.
I haven't done this myself yet, so I'm kind of, seeing this for the first time, but
Cool.
Yeah. Deja vu. She's starting to remember this town. Yes. It's not enough? Come on, Mary. You're almost there. You're almost there. You're literally at the next town where we'll finally learn more about you. So it's very easy. You could miss this flag because the town that we just bypassed was the town you actually need to go to for the main plot. But this was just a little bit further away from it.
Right.
Thank you for Chase. Okay, if I recall, yeah, so this is my first time going through this, so I'm kind of just, checking if I'm doing this right. Oh, you just gotta leave. Oh, okay, cool. So we don't go anywhere yet, but we will be soon because Mary's, we've been building this up yesterday. Mary's backstory is probably one of my favorites in this game.
Yes.
Oh, and random battle. I kind of wish they had done like level scaling for the enemies here. Oh well.
Yeah. Lazy programmers.
How dare you, lazy programmers from '97, completely remodel your battle system from the first game, from a system that you've never done a game on before. How dare you?
Yes.
Oh well, there's something I can forgive. It's
Yeah,
just that
maybe.
modern... Sorry?
Maybe.
Right.
Maybe we forgive them.
Maybe? Wow, you're gonna... Oh, painful memories, ClesStahn.
It is. Maybe just Leon's negativity is influencing me a little bit or something.
Oh dear. Oh dear. But yeah. We're hearing a lot of, like, my favorite themes in this game, mostly when it involves the acoustic, because you never hear the acoustic take main stage in future Tales games, in modern Tales games, because it's always just rocketar, rocketar, rocketar. And it's just, I don't know. Jude's, have you, what was the last Tales game you played, out of curiosity, ClesStahn?
Yeah, as far as the like most recent ones, I played a little bit of Graces.
Okay.
But that's it. That's it. I played honestly, it was a little bit of Symphonia 2, a little bit of Vesperia, and a little bit of Graces, and then that's it. Honestly.
What did you think about those two?
I mean, everybody has their own opinions on this. I'm not much on CC gauges, and so, I mean, I didn't get very far in Graces. I didn't really think the battle style was that fun, but maybe it was just because I didn't get that far. I mean, I literally got just to where they became adults, and then basically shut the game off. I was playing with some other people, and we shut the game off. So maybe I haven't really explored it at all yet, but...
See. That's alright, man. I just want to point out nice attention to detail here. You could grab an apple there, and then if you want to grab another, Stahn's like, that's enough. Like, what a nice guy. Even in a house where there's no one there, for standard JRPG heroes, he'd just be like, they just keep picking and picking and picking until the basket's gone. But Stahn's like, that's enough. That's enough apples for today. Oh no, but we're gonna take another one from another house, so never mind. Maybe Stahn just has an apple obsession of some sort. Okay. But yeah, no, it's alright, man. I'm always curious to hear other people's opinions, like from whatever backgrounds they've had with Tales series, especially for those who have started off with the 2D Tales games. So it's always good to be honest about that, because there are people who are curious about that. Just don't listen to the ones who are... Sorry, go on. Oh. Skype, no! Stop winning the battle! Skype, why?
Sorry about that. Don't know what happened.
No, Skype does that sometimes, unfortunately.
Okay. I was, some of the things I mean, I've liked about the series. I mean, I like the way that we talked. I mean, people were talking about it a little yesterday, is when they started using the word art. I guess started in Legendia and has sort of stuck. I actually like that change. Like, I don't hate all changes. You know, I mean, it's a little very very minor thing, but I like that. I like that we started calling them arts.
Yeah. They call them special here. Wait.
Right.
What? Hold on a second. Yes, we picked up a wormy apple from a basket. It's like third time says not the charm. Perfect. Perfect. Why? That whoever owns that house, people willingly kept a wormy apple there or something. Okay.
Hey, times is hard, man. Times is hard.
Times are hard. Here we go. And we got Mr. Question Marks. Just taking a walk, you know. Just a walk. Nothing more, nothing less. But, what's it called? Oh, jeez, I'm already getting tired. This isn't good. Yeah, we're now... We now see the person who is in charge of this place here. This guy. Here we go. The sword finally means something. That Mary's been carrying all this time but was unable to equip in battle. Where did she keep that sword? I guess it's on her back, but yes, this guy's name is Dallas. Oh, this part of the game. This is where I really started to just... Sorry?
Yeah, I'm with you. I'm agreeing.
Yeah, this part of the game is just... Oh, crap. You recognize Gar. Move! Move! And Mary is still here. Huh? Mary! What? Mary? And Rudy's companionship with Mary is just, again, shown here. Percentage sign. What are you doing, Stahn? I forget the weird censorship they put for it already. Come on, let's go. Oh crap. Stahn, Rudy, Mary, why does this feel like the beginning of the game where we're all gonna be trapped again? In a cell. Yep. Back to square one again. We're all thieves and we all just stole a bunch of money or something, I don't know. But we're back in prisons again. Why is it only these three? What do you guys do to deserve this? Oh, man. It's hard to kind of, like, talk more about it until we get to that point. But,
I know.
Yeah, because, like, I'm, like, anticipating it, and you're anticipating it, too. But, yeah.
Yeah.
But, Dallas is going to take Mary away, and there goes one of our competent fighters in the team. She has been keeping up really well with the other party in terms of, like, not having a swordian and such. I don't believe this dungeon is long, so we'll be learning about Mary and Dallas soon. Yes. Rudy finally remembers something, because, like, oh, yes. But, did you, I can't remember, did you go out your way to play Destiny R, or no?
Let's see, Destiny R, I started, and I was wanting to play through it with my little brother, because he was the one that would mainly play through this version of Tales of Destiny with me when we were little. And so we started Tales of Destiny Remake, and we didn't... I think think I got to that game's version of the pirate ship, maybe, and didn't finish it.
Oh. Is it because of like just lack of motivation, or just...
No. It was just a timing thing to where, again, life happened. We could never get to a spot where we wanted to sit down together and play it. So I've about given up on him, and I might just have to finish it myself. I really wanted to play through it with him. It's just hard to find time, schedules lining up, and whatnot. So I'm going to need to finish it on my own.
I see. Party to the rescue. Thank goodness for those tiaras. I love how like we're reminded of it when Rudy just gets shocked by it. Oh, great.
And I feel like a failure because I still haven't ordered Director's Cut. As much as I love the whole Destiny, everything Destiny, I still haven't ordered Director's Cut.
Yeah.
I really need to.
Man, I remember the promotion for that game too. The premium box, and with all that, the art books and the poster in it. So much promotion for that. They really did take advantage of Leon's popularity at that time of the game's release.
Oh, no. Yeah, no doubt.
Alright, let's go! Sorting users, Angar. Let's go chase down Dallas. Yeah, this is not long at all. Not long at all. You'd think it'd be like another castle dungeon, considering how much we've gone through in terms of castle dungeons. But no, this one is not that bad at all.
Alright.
Let's see here. Let's get the amethyst on. Take off the fur cape before... I just love the logic of putting a leather cape on top of a leather cape. Like, wouldn't that just pull you back more when wind's blowing towards you? Actually, the fur cape might actually be better. Well, the fur cape is better because it actually gives more defense, so I don't know why I'm taking it off. So, scrap that plan. So, fur cape on top of fur cape. Doesn't that look so aesthetically pleasing? But yeah, all these guys are dead here. Are unconscious, I mean. Okay, let's go. Yeah?
As I see you scroll through the accessories and I see the amethyst, I really like how they brought those back, in my opinion, kind of as a nod to Tales of Phantasia. You know, all the different summon spirit rings.
Yeah. Okay, here we are. I think I'm gonna be quiet at this part because this is one of my favorite points in the game where I was really absorbed.
All right.
Oh, man, what? No, no, no. Screw you, guards. No.
He's just trying to remember, and they.
He hits
John.
Mary. What the?
You don't
You don't
do
just
that.
hit Mary like that. Oh. Oh, this is just bad. This is wrong. This is wrong. I don't know if I want to fight him. He means good, but these stupid guards. I'm gonna kill these archers first. They deserve to die first.
I love his battle fight.
I know. It establishes just how much of a prominent character he is. And,
No.
and we only know them for like how long? Barely 30 minutes. And already I'm like, I feel like I know a lot about Dallas thanks to Mary's explanation there. Go, go. Okay. But yeah, so that's why before I went to this fight, I made sure to went to Cyril. You need to go to Cyril before you fight him, trust me. And once you do that, there's one more thing you have to do after. But otherwise, his boss fight isn't really that bad, other than the fact that he makes you go to sleep sometimes.
Yeah, I guess he specializes in some sort of like mind, whatever type of ability, because Mary mentioned that he sealed her memories, and then in battle he uses some sort of hypnosis thing to put you to sleep, or gas thing. Maybe he's some sort of like, specializes in mind thing. Like if we were Pokemon, you'd say psychic elemental or something.
Yeah. Maybe.
Maybe I'm reading way too much when it need not be.
Oh please, come on. Speculation is fun. Especially for these streams. Oh gosh, that combo though with his multi-slash. Yikes.
Oh snap. That's like his version of Dragon Blade.
Yeah. But man, the story with Mary is really good. It's probably one of my favorite moments of this game, and the script here handled it very well.
Right.
I just remember through him saying yesterday how the scene changed a bit, and I'm a little bit disappointed in that, because this is probably one of my favorite parts of the game, hands down.
Right.
Other than shooting enemies down with the ship via shoot 'em up. I mean, that's fun too.
The nod at Galaga.
Yes.
Leon. I love his unconscious thing that grabs his head. Emo hair down.
No, I must restore my jerk status. This is not a character.
And he has the longest speech ever is for a stab technique with his sword. Everyone else is just like, yeah, he goes, "Hurrah!" every time. "Hurrah!"
Okay. Well, we just defeated Dallas. And boy oh boy. Alright, before you go up, make sure to pick up this sword. Make sure you pick up this sword. Okay, and now we're gonna head back up. I think I did everything right. It was the sword and Cyro, I believe. There's nothing else?
Yeah.
Alright.
I think that's it.
Okay. Let's go. Man, oh man. Because if you don't... it's so easy to miss that sword. On my practice, I missed the sword, and I didn't realize it anyway. There's such a small amount of time you can reach the 2 flags, but still.
Right.
If you miss the flag, it's Cyril, and if you miss the flag with the sword, then you're gonna... It's the worst.
Yep.
It's hard to recover from... Sorry?
I love Stahn. Let's fight.
Let's fight! No, Stan! Did you not learn anything from the beginning of the game with the ship? No!
This is the most epic little thing right here. When Stahn and Woodrow finish talking, it's the most epic little thing here. Y'all see what I mean? Hold on.
I can't remember how it happens.
Right here.
Oh. Stan, you
Best little
don't.
jump ever.
And he just lands back first.
He fell asleep. Grumble first.
The snow is so soft that he just instantly starts to fall asleep.
Right, way to go, leaving the fur cape on him. Good job, you put him to sleep, man.
My bad. My bad.
You know Stahn's easily impressionable.
Yeah, I know. But yeah, Dallas is on Rudy's back, and guess what? We have another castle dungeon to go through.
Woot.
Woot woot. This is the last one, I believe, actually. I think. No, actually, no. This is the dungeon underneath the castle. The castle above is the last one.
Right. If you combine them and consider them one, then last. But if you don't, then second to last.
Yeah. So we're nearing the end of Act 1 here. But yeah.
So much to say that I'd like to say, and I can't say, and I won't say.
Welcome to my entire mindset in this entire stream.
Imagine.
Ophelia here is very scared, though. Apparently, for some reason. Because she's afraid of ghosts. Okay. Ooh, this soldier's got a mustache. Oh, he's Tarzan.
Shaggy moment.
Yeah, Kerplop's got it right there.
Like zoinks!
Like... Nice impression. But man, ClesStahn and I were just talking, like, in between, during that scene, how much that Mary scene was really well done.
Yeah, pretty gut-wrenching. We were having a weeping moment, actually. We were having a moment.
You had... Well, no, it was just like, yeah, it was just very, very... It kind of had you absorbed the entire time there, so yeah.
For sure.
But yeah, this is where Mary stays here. This will be the last you'll hear of Mary for a while, unfortunately, considering how good she is in combat. So instead of having our level 25 warrior who is competent in wielding axes and swords, we're stuck with our level 9, 10 archer from the beginning of the game who hasn't leveled up or anything. No wonder he got caught by the soldiers earlier and we had to save him, because those soldiers are way higher level than him.
Yeah, Gar, way to go.
Good job, Gar. Way to go. Way to go.
The positive side is he will level up quickly, till a certain point.
Yeah. He does catch up, but still, maybe it kind of takes near, maybe halfway through the second act where he starts to get a little bit more useful.
Yeah.
CP just basically voiced my thoughts there. She can't hashtag #% $sign leave us.
Yeah, CP went the Namco United States translation team's version of cursing there.
Yes. No, man, that's the way you gotta curse nowadays.
Yeah. Throw it back.
I'm gonna say it next time when I stub my toe. Is like hashtag $! Point.
By the time you get to the last symbol, you're like, I don't even remember what happened.
Alright. Yep. So Mary's left here with Dallas, and thankfully there's a save point.
Yeah. And a place to heal.
Yes, thank you. Oh, it's the Magical Darzan. Do you remember the Magical Frank in Symphonia? The Magical Darzan is just as magical.
Correct.
Redundancy at its finest. But yeah. One touch and you're healed. I believe.
Now remind me, what character was Frank?
Frank was in the very beginning of the game. He was Colette's granddad. Oh, no,
Okay.
not granddad. Dad, uncle, I don't even remember. But he was in the beginning, and he could heal you by just speaking to him. So,
Alright, I remember that guy.
Yeah. So you actually have wing boots in this game, but the wing boots here are probably one of the most... you can teleport to the start of a dungeon, but in a game like this where you're just constantly going forward and you're instantly teleported back, there isn't really any point other than, like, backtracking, but you don't really need to backtrack much except if you need to get those tombs that have the sacred skills. But yeah, this is where all of the people within Fandaria are hiding during the rule of Leiden. So, yeah, there was a guy who we saw in one of the lens shops who didn't quite make it. Yeah, all the soldiers there are really rough against all the civilians.
Yeah.
Alright, I think we're good ransacking everything here, so... Wait, maybe we check one more thing. Nope, random battle. Alright, blood slimes, ghouls, and specters. How is Philia even standing at this point? Nope. Nope, but you know what she does? She just throws bombs at them. Good job, Philia. When I see a ghost... Exactly. When I see a ghost, I'm just gonna throw bombs at it. One great thing about Philia, she's got bombs. But unfortunately, her tractor beam isn't good when the enemy is in midair. Thanks, Philia. Alright. So, this dungeon, I don't remember anything particular about it. I'll probably... Oh, no! I remember now. Ice sliding puzzles! Yes! Yes!
There's melange gel up here.
Yeah.
I think it's...
I already have a lot of melange shells, though, so...
Alright.
Alright, So we've covered, Stan, we've covered Leon, we've covered, Mary. What do you think about, Rudy?
Just... It's... Yeah. She cracked me up the first few times I played this game. Just because she always opened up her gap and get in trouble from Leon.
Yes.
Constantly screaming at Stahn. I actually felt bad for Stahn.
Oh yeah. A lot of us felt bad for Stahn because of the amount of times Rudy would just manipulate him so many times at the beginning. But yeah, she eventually falls for the dopey country boy. And
the idea of being a lens hunter that traveled the world and slew monsters with weapons just to get money and lens really appealed to me when I was a young person, and I was slightly impressionable, and it was one of the things I wished was a real life thing. So in that sense, Ruto is one of my heroes.
Right, in terms of just like hunting for treasure and such.
Just fighting stuff and collecting money.
Alright. Yeah, isn't it weird that Rudy's now starting to be useful? She would normally just stand in the back and heal whenever she wanted. Now she's casting spells and like using snipe air whenever she can. Go Rudy, go Rudy.
What all spells do you have with Stahn right now?
I haven't checked that for a while. Oh wow. Other than Fireball, we got Eruption, Firewall, Firestorm, and Fear Flare. I think Fear Flare is probably the... Well, obviously Fear Flare is the best one here, but
right.
Yeah.
I love his voice for Firewall. It's just out. It's just comically overly done.
Yes. And this puzzle here, you gotta use the Sorcerer's Ring on that purple thing. If you slightly miss a block as you make your way there, then you're gonna like bump off it and keep moving forward. So not only do we have ice sliding puzzles, but also just collision detection issues too. I use the term puzzle loosely because that's what designers of dungeons tend to do in every dungeon. They may not be like puzzles in the end of it all, but it's just that's what they intended to do. Holy, oh god, 14 hit combo, nice. I guess maybe that's why they didn't. Oh, 362 experience. Thank you for that high combo there. But yeah, maybe that's why they didn't name it Applejaw, because we have blood slimes here who look distinguishably like them.
I think my favorite way to do combos was to go up against a boss that could take the hits and have a party of Stahn, Rute, Lilith, and Gar. And go have Stahn use Assassin, have Rute use Bloody Rose, have Gar do Void Sword, and have Lilith do either Thunder Sword or 10 hit combo. I think Thunder Sword. You can get like, I think 50, 60, upwards of that, just constantly.
How much experience do you end up getting after all that then?
I can't remember, but it was I think it was about as much as what the battle gave you.
Oh really?
I think.
Huh. Has it ever gone to like 6,000 or something like that?
Man, I
don't think
remember.
It's gone that high, has it? No? Okay.
I don't think so.
Yeah, the rate for the hits here is kind of weird, but when you turn it on, don't ever turn it back off.
Mm-hmm. And I never remember, did Rute end up having Bloody Rose in some of the escort titles? Like,
She does. She does.
okay.
Yeah.
I love that move.
Guess who adapts it in a Future Tales game? They adapted it for one of the male characters in the Future Tales game. And
Really?
he's like
Who's that?
Richard. He's a prince. And
Nice.
yeah. When that's kind of been like seeing Bloody Rose from him is kind of a nice callback to Destiny, because Graces is a Team Destiny game, so
Okay.
yeah. It was a nice nod back to old school fans
Nice.
that not a lot of people are aware of, that I like to remind people of.
Nice.
Okay, so yeah, this one is actually, you can just walk forward here. Fight this boss, whatever it is. I think it's Ice Golem. Yep. He's nothing. Unlike the golems in Fantasia from iOS version. Screw that version, by the way. iOS version Fantasia. Oh, man. Okay, let's use what was it? Firewall?
Firewall! He just really draws out the water.
Yes, yes. Alright, I'm gonna try the other ones, because I haven't been using much of Stahn's spells this often, and considering we're fighting ice, it would make sense. Yes. Look at all this damage we're ranking up. Go, go, go. Oh, thank you. I love Stahn's voice actor. It's just so great.
Me too.
So great.
Fire saw!
Yes. So, did you ever get a chance Sorry?
Wonderful.
Yeah. Did you ever get a chance to see, hear Stahn's voice in English?
Let's see. No, actually, I remember hearing people talk about it, but what game is that he does that?
Radiant Mythology.
Oh. That's right.
Yeah.
I guess it was so forgettable and unlike the Japanese voice. You know, this is just always going to be king with me. I guess I just sort of like, meh. Another English-speaking person,
Oh, okay. I don't know. I kind of like the approach of it because the voice. I don't know if you're well in tune with voice actors, but the voice actor is Liam O'Brien, and he kind of goes for like a little bit of a. It kind of sounds a little bit like a surfer dude, but it oddly fits. It oddly fits. Like you gotta listen to it to what's it called? See it in context to appreciate it.
Yeah. I could see how that could work.
Yeah. But yeah, I am so excited for Excelia 2 for that fight in particular. I'm sure you're well aware of that one.
Actually not. What is this?
You have it on your website. Dude, come on.
Wait, huh?
Your background. Your background image, man.
Oh, I
Yeah.
didn't. You just educated me. I didn't know.
Yeah, that's an Excelia 2, so
Oh,
when
wow.
that gets voiced, I'm curious to see where they'll go from that for like Legacy Tales fans, you know.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, I'm glad to have learned of this. Thank you. I'm excited as well.
Alright. So, guess what? Castle Dungeon. Surprise? Tales of Destiny. Your Destiny is Castle Dungeons for the first act.
Yeah.
It gets better later. But yeah, let's see here. The War Room. I don't think there's any encounters here. I think they're scripted later on. Oh, now I remember. Now I remember this place.
Right.
Yeah.
You get a rubber suit armor in here somewhere, one of these rooms. Or, is either rubber suit or reflex.
Right.
Can't remember. But it's good, whatever it is.
A little bit of world building here. Optional world building. Optional lore, which you can optionally choose, unlike unoptional abyss. Let's keep going. I'm sorry. 3 days of that game is just not healthy. 3 days straight of like 10, 11 hours, not healthy. So, Sorcerer's Ring puzzle here, you gotta like light up torches to advance to reveal secret openings and such. Not bad.
Nah.
And wrinkle everywhere. Yeah, and the priests here and such start to learn some more skills.
Oh, there she is. There she goes. That's felt pretty bad. That can hurt.
Whirlwind is, I don't know, I think Storm is the more annoying spell, but Whirlwind isn't so bad. But, yeah, so, this dungeon here isn't so bad because we get to a gimmick that's kind of interesting, but at the same time it's like, Oh no no, I actually think I'm thinking way too far ahead. So never mind. It's just lighting torches with the sorcerer's ring, getting used to our sorcerer's ring, loving our sorcerer's ring. We gotta keep blowing fire on everything.
Yep. Using our precious lens.
Yeah. Oh, it's just one lens though.
Yeah.
You get a surplus of them for every fight.
Yeah. Not terrible.
Yeah.
Yeah, going through the menu there reminded me, if you play either of the Japanese versions, when you go to people's spells, you can tap up on your D-pad.
Sorry,
You'll discover spells and stuff.
Sorry, what was that, ClesStahn? You were kind of bringing up there.
Sorry.
No, that's okay.
The better is it sounding worse?
I can't hear you right now.
One sec.
How's this?
I think it's more so the internet than your microphone. Your microphone's fine. It's just your internet's kind of like thing. But that's okay. That's okay. All right, I'm gonna do a quick recall and maybe that'll work. Sound good?
Alrighty.
All right. Yellow.
Alrighty.
Should be better now.
Okay.
Okay, so oh yeah, some things that I kind of liked. They did keep some of the names from this game that weren't used in any of the modern games, as in terms of translation. Like Leon's Kushuken was called Flying Dragon here, and they kept that for Radiant Mythology.
Nice.
Kushuken was always a fun skill to spam around in this game and in other 2D games.
And Leon's voice makes it timeless.
Kushuken?
Yeah.
Alright, so yeah, just a bunch of zombies, bunch of ghouls. I don't know why we're going through a castle and there are ghouls here. I don't know what that tells you about the soldiers of this castle, but I'm not liking this one bit. I'm guessing that this priest Leiden just like revived his soldiers from the dead or something.
Yeah, and these zombies are zombies that barf on you too. Don't forget about that.
Oh yes, yes.
Wonderful.
It kind of makes that whole sound that you hear when you encounter them on the field actually make sense. Alright, so keep killing these guys here. Okay, so they were once... What'd be messed up is like, if they had a pattern where it's like you fight Holy Knights and then after you fight ghouls. So it's like you're basically fighting the knights whom you just killed.
Never thought of that.
That'd be kind of messed up.
We really gonna kill them.
Oh, a small block pushing puzzle here. Drag the torch towards the fire, towards the statue.
And
Alright. Leon, don't just stand there. Leon? Leon, come back here. Leon. Don't just... He just like ran towards me just to stand next to me. It's like, Leon, that's not fighting. You jerk.
who cares?
Yeah, that'd be something he'd say. Alright. Wait, I want to see how many spells Felia has right now.
Yeah, I wish that she learned... I wish she learned indignation early in the game so you can just spend more of the game hearing her really just calmly be like, indignation.
Yes. I kind of wish she had the quote, though. That's missing in this game.
The what?
The quote. The one that Morrison says at the beginning of the game.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, this part where you're climbing through the top. It kind of feels like a Castlevania tower. Okay, this part of the puzzle isn't really bad either. Now that I remember, you just gotta.
Yeah, just once again, Doe's random encounters. Doe.
Yeah. Did you know about the whole walking thing though? I had no idea until Kirk brought it up yesterday.
Yeah, it's when I used to play when I was younger. That's what I would do, just because that stinking encounter rate.
Wait, so like you just like constantly use holy bottles and such, right?
Yeah, I think I would get this. There's this mirror that you can get later in the game that lets you set either a permanent holy or a permanent dark, and I think I may or may not have even sharked that item into my inventory just to have the whole game, or else yeah, I would just spam either holy bottles or Felia's cloak skill.
There's an item that gives you permanent holy?
Yeah, it's this mirror that you can get in there's a lens house and it's hidden house south of Pandaria, and you get when you can go everywhere later in the game, and you can use thousands upon thousands of lens, and you can buy it from. I believe it's either that or you win it in the Coliseum, but I'm pretty sure it's one of the ones you get in that house.
Okay.
But yeah, it's a little bit later, unfortunately.
All right. You should give me a heads up if we're around that point, because I would love that mirror, because I keep using holy bottles. And you know how much wormy apples I force-fed my party? I think they're tired of eating worms by now.
I think they have an incurable disease that the spell heal can't fix now.
As Agla has mentioned yesterday, they've died of dysentery. They're dead in the inside, they're just zombies at this point.
Oh no, that reminds me of Mrs. Doubtfire, and that kind of reminds me of Robin Williams. There's a joke in that movie about that same thing. Darn.
Wait, what?
Sorry. Random. My bad.
Oh, don't worry about it, man. Like, no, let's be honest. Like, we're going through this game like for so long that, you know, anything as long as it's related to Tales or like just slightly reminds you of anything is fine. So don't worry about it. It's all good. It's all good, man.
Right, cool.
We waiting for the Tales of, celebrating the Tales of.
Ooh, she got a new spell.
Oh, what is it this time? Wait, no, she learns it at 25. Or no, 35. She learns Cloak at 35, I think.
Ah, Thunderblade. That was pretty strong. Man, I hate the enemies that cast that spell later.
Which one?
Thunderblade.
Oh, Thunderblade. Thunderblade made a very nice transition to 3D, I find. Because...
I agree.
Yeah. Because, like, the point of Thunderblade in the games was to cover, like, a wide area. And when it went to 3D, it did exactly that. Some spells didn't really make good transitions, like... I probably can't remember them because I forgot about them because of how much of a horrible transition it was. But I think like Ice Needle, no, not Ice Needle. Thunderblade was one of my favorites that has activated.
Yeah, and I like the fact that it ended up becoming an actual sword that strikes the ground. I mean, in this game, it's anything but that. Later, it sort of follows what the name suggests, and a large sword strikes the ground, and electricity shoots out. Oh
yeah, and this part of the dungeon, you gotta leave one party member behind. I wonder. There's 4 out of 5 who have Swordians right now. And one is underleveled. That's
tough decision.
I'm gonna get the question up once we get to Leiden, so we'll get there soon. But yeah.
Indignation.
But yeah, no, ClesStahn, don't worry about like. Oh yeah, because Gar left the party, I have to change the order of my party members again. It's like, why is Leon in the back? But yeah, ClesStahn, don't worry about us just like talking whatever. Did you not see the Abyss stream?
Oh yeah, I saw some of that.
You were there. You were there, and Omega was there, and Eclipse was there. He's not here now. Ogla was there. The Change was there. So many. Whatever has just happened. Yeah.
He gets into it with his spells, man.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I love it.
And the fact that again, the toughest, the jerk guy in the party has the toy hammer move. I'm like, thank you.
Beautiful.
Beautiful. I like little touches like that.
Right.
You don't notice until you actually think about it. And I still persist that Power Hammer is the best skill in the entire series. All of you who believe otherwise don't underestimate the power of the oh god, that was a horrible pun in itself. But don't underestimate the Pico Han. Can't stop
Kill the bishop. Kill the bishop. Kill the. There you go. Okay.
Yes. Do you remember Holy Star?
Holy Star.
It had like a bunch of challenge videos and such. Like Symphonia level 6 Colette against Ambition.
Oh, okay.
No? Because like they had level 6 Colette against Ambition, and she just kept using Power Hammers until it became poison and killed the strongest boss in that game. Never doubt the Pico.
I wonder if you got Cloak with Felia, or have you already had that?
I think I do now. Yeah, I do. Level 25, she gets Cloak, so we might as well use it. Cloak is basically your holy bottle, so you got an indefinite holy bottle forever. Oh yeah, right. Gar activated the switch for the elevator. I'm like, why are you standing there again, Gar? Oh wait, never mind.
Yeah, it's like through him was saying yesterday, certain dungeons, it's like you run back and forth and get in so many fights and you just forget what you're doing. That happened to me so much, especially in some of the caves in this game. Certainly other JRPGs too.
Yeah. No, that's what happens so many times, because like with JRPGs that don't have that have random encounters, you're dead set on something until like you run into an encounter, and then you completely forget what you're doing after the battle. It's like you know, a child who's just crawling around and all of a sudden sees keys and it's like just like distracted by it for a bit, and then once the keys are gone, it just like wonders what it's doing.
I think I did that in Rock Tunnel in Pokemon Red and Blue and Green and Yellow so many times.
Wait, are you talking about the remake Green, or are you talking about like the actual?
No, the original. I was a dumb kid.
You played the original version
of the old Pokemon games.
Pokemon Green.
Yeah, I mean, it was only available, you know, through, you'd have to just play online or something, or get a ROM, but...
Oh, okay, sorry. I thought you actually got the actual cartridge, and I'm like, whoa, dude.
I almost did. I wish I would have. But I decided years later, I was like, I'd actually like to see what this Green was like.
Right.
I do have my cartridge of Narikiri Dungeon 1 for Game Boy Color, of which I'm really proud.
I think that's, like, really expensive now.
I was really happy I got that.
Yeah. So, have you seen Narikiri Dungeon Cross? Like, the PSP version?
Yeah, I have it. I think that was the most recent game I actually purchased of my own. Yeah, so I actually own that one and have played some, but haven't gotten really far.
Is it refreshing to go from turn-based Tales game to an actual Tales game?
I loved Narikiri Dungeon for Game Boy Color so much.
Yeah.
It was like, it was like wonderful to now be able to use Mel and Dio in an LMB format.
Yeah. But was the was the turn-based worth the struggle? Did you enjoy it, or?
On the original one?
Yeah.
Yeah, at first it was weird. I mean, there weren't any real guides or anything.
Yeah.
And you had to figure out. I mean, because at that time I had played Destiny PlayStation, I had played Fantasia PlayStation, I had played Super Famicom, Fantasia, and I think I had played Eternia. And so, like, yeah, to try to play the Game Boy Color turn-based and try to figure out how it worked, because they sit there and visually stand LMB, which was cool, but then, yeah, it basically was turn-based. You had to, like, it would stop you whenever you're active player and wait for your command, but then the other two, your inactive one and Kururu would just, Krur, whatever, would they would just go unless you actually press the menu button, give them a command to, and you had to constantly do it. So yeah, at first it was weird, but I finally got it, and then got the hang of it, but still wasn't awesome at that game, because like I think I mentioned in the chat, the only way I ended up beating that game, some of the bosses later, was to constantly cast the group healing spell with the mint costume, and then until the boss ran out of TP from using its ultimate group hitting spell, and then I could just pound it to death with whatever physical attacks after I drained them of all their TP, which that's I don't know if that shows necessarily strength as a gamer, but I had to win that way.
No, it shows strategy. You know exactly what to use.
Maybe it was the Rocky strategy. Rocky against the Russian strategy.
Oh god. Alright, so we're at a save point. We'll bring up the question now. Again, I know a couple of you have gotten a bingo, or a tails if you would, on the bingo board. So, I haven't really gotten a chance to respond to you all, but I will make confirmations of the bingos once I have ample time. I think I probably will by the end of today. So stay put. You will be getting your bingo notification soon. For everyone else, again, please follow the rules, follow the instructions. I'm still getting some people who are just emailing their names and their names only, and you kind of need the answer, the live stream username, and your first name and initial of your last name. That's all you need in order to have a valid panel. So please make sure to read the instructions. So the question is, we focused on this one for the entire time it happened. Please don't say the answer in the chat. For paddle S4, who's Mary's husband? Very easy one. I mean, for how many times we've harped on it. Your timer starts now, and your question starts away. And yeah, I think I just realized I screwed myself, so let's reset and load again. I remembered I have to activate the lever before going through that door, because that brings you back. Man, I remember like just being tricked by that door for the first time, and you can't go through. You need to pull the lever before you go through, but you can't pull the lever yet at that time. So you gotta. Do you remember that part of the game? I was a little bit irritated when I realized that, but thankfully I had a save point.
Yep, and I think Fantasia had one or two like that same thing.
Yeah. So there are some points of no return unless you activate a certain part of the puzzle. So don't go through every door you see, even though in a game you're encouraged to explore. You kind of have to. Okay, let's see here. Alright, let's go. We're nearing the boss. We're nearing the end of Act 1. And boy, is this game better paced than Abyss. I'm already in like a happier mood. Like Abyss is just like kind of dragged me down like a ball and chain. And it's just like playing through Destiny is like, today is great so far. We got ClesStahn here who knows a lot about this game, and we just got to one of my favorite scenes of the game with Mary, and now we're just going to the end of Act 1, which I'm really looking forward to, because they really did establish how, like, it's a little bit jarring, but also nice to see how much power these priests have in terms of what they're doing with the Eye of Atamoni. Alright, let's see here. So let's get the cloak skill activated. Once you got cloak, okay, the team will never eat wormy apples ever again. Alright, now we can turn the lever, and I think the door remains open. I think. Okay. So, out of curiosity, ClesStahn, did you get a chance to watch the OVA of Fantasia? Translated or in original Japanese?
I think I watched it with original Japanese audio and just read English subs. Yeah, I was ecstatic when that came out.
Yeah. Our first actual anime that actually focused on plot in its time.
Yeah.
You know which other one I'm talking about, right?
Yeah, Eternia's. I didn't even really watch, I don't think, much, if any, of that one. Just because I had heard it was just so much different than the game.
Yeah, but it was a nice little side from the actual game. But back in the day, back in that time, we kind of wish we had our favorite moments animated.
Yeah.
Okay, corridor after corridor after corridor. I wonder what's next. Yep, the boss of the first act. It's like 3 rooms of corridor. It's like as if the game's telling you, hey, you should check your menu. Hey, you should check your menu. Did you check your menu yet? Are you sure you're ready for this? It's all come down to this. Okay, you can see behind Leiden here, the Eye of Atamoni, and it's like, under a sheet? You gotta be kidding me. That thing under a sheet? No. Like, wouldn't the light just like... I'm pretty sure the Eye of Atamoni's light would be enough to pierce through the whatever sheet it covered, because it's a freaking Eye of Atamoni. Come on. It's a giant grapefruit. No.
It's not like it's a teacup or anything.
No. Okay, let's go beat up Leiden.
Yeah.
Oh, this theme's not bad. I think you hear this theme in the remake too. But it's a pretty... Leiden here! Man, his sprite!
I know.
I don't know how to describe that.
Weird. It's kind of like Blanca.
Yes, there you go! Yeah, he looks like a human, like Blanca, halfway through his transformation.
Yeah.
Like, what is this guy? This guy was a priest? Holy! Okay, but no, Leiden is just as easy as everyone else. Just make sure your party doesn't die. And they probably will. Oh, man. So, did you ever have any trouble with the bosses at all in this game?
Yeah, a few. Like, I had trouble with Batista got me a few times.
Oh.
Not so much these days, but when I was, like, when I first started playing.
Yeah.
I've gotten a time or two.
Sorry, what was that?
I think Leiden might have gotten me a time or two.
Oh, Leiden, yeah.
And let's see. I don't think there's one I'd like to say that I can't say.
Right.
And a little later got me. I'll say it once we get there, but
we probably will at this pace, man. This is just like, we're already at the end of Act 1. I remember Act 1 being longer than Act 2. So, to those who were here yesterday, you guys know what that means for tomorrow. Oh boy, I'm looking forward to it, playing it blind. But yeah, those oogies. How long am I being stunned? I'm like, move, Stahn, move! There we go, keep fighting.
nice.
Alright, let's get a pine gel here.
I was always the type to run out of TP in Symphonia. It's like all the time. I would play as Lloyd, and I would be constantly wanting the TP.
Yeah, no, that's what happens, like, in 3D games, when you play the protagonist, you kind of lose a lot of your TP. And, yeah. So, no, you're not alone in that. There's a lot of us who have lost a lot of TP with Lloyd and such.
There he goes. Ooh, ooh, ooh.
Yeah, it totally is, too. And yet he's still standing in cutscene, so basically nothing happened. So why did we fight him? Yes, Ogla, yes. Oh yeah, so the Eye of Atamoni ate Leiden, and thus he was never heard from again. We finally got Ictenos. Yay! Finally, Gar is useful. He can totally use a Swordium for the rest of the game now, right?
Oh.
Oh. Dimlo.
About that.
Yeah. Oh, snap. This part was silly. Though, no, never mind. It kind of comes back later, so I guess it's something we never learned about the Swordians anyways, but it's something. Wait, Leon, you got a Deus Ex Machina? What is this? What is this? So apparently Leon has a disc when installed into 4 Swordians to stop the Eye of Atamoni from overreacting. From Oberon Corporation. Okay.
I always wanted to draw an original artwork of that scene. Of they're holding up the swords and zapping the eye, but I never did.
Ah, yeah. Have you ever heard of... I mentioned this yesterday through him, so I'm wondering for you too. How do you feel about Tales of Destiny as a slot machine?
As a slot machine? What do you mean?
Yeah. Oh, you've never heard of it?
Mm-mm.
Oh boy. Oh boy. I don't know if I should tell you, but last year Namco did a slot machine for Tales of Destiny, but before that, it made a website teaser for it, and it had all the Destiny characters and new art and everything, and you'd think there'd be like more to it in terms of like Destiny getting another game or something like that. All of us were so hyped, and then it ended up being just a slot machine that had new cutscenes and all of them rendered into 3D, and it did a lot of scenes in, yeah, it did a lot of scenes in 3D. It did a lot of cutscenes in 3D, and it even shows Stan and Rudy with little baby protagonists of the next game. It's just, I'll send you a link of it because I ripped a video of it from the thing itself. So yeah, that was a thing.
Wow, yeah, I'd love to see that. I did not know about that. That's insane. I could imagine the hype build up and then all of a sudden to have it,
Exactly.
Wow.
The new art is great. The new scenes are great. It's just, why did it have to be a slot machine?
Huh. That's crazy.
Okay, so our heroes, everybody, we have recovered the Eye of Atamoni from Priest Leiden, and now we shall drive the Draconus with the Eye of Atamoni all the way back, which is more believable than using a ship.
Tay epic music.
Yeah.
Oh, Leon is absolutely hilarious in this part.
Oh yeah, actually I was beginning to remember that as you mentioned his name. Oh boy. Yeah, apparently Japan really likes their gambling, but I'm like, how about for all of us overseas? It's just like, just a slot machine was kind of a bit of a letdown. I remember how disappointed Abby was when she learned that it was just for a slot machine. It's like, huh? Why?
It's weird.
Oh, jeez. Oh, okay, so, we're also going to be learning more about the characters a bit more, because Act 1 has always been about establishing what you see at the front. Act 2 kind of develops, well, other than Mary, because Mary, once you learn about Mary's backstory, that's when you know, it'll give you a little bit of a hint as to what you'll be learning later on about these characters. Not more so in the sense of, like, that way of deepness, but it's still development nonetheless, and I appreciate it for that.
Yes, I agree, and I also think that Act 2 is a tad bit, I'd say, darker than Act 1. It has a little bit more of a darker feel to it.
Alright, and we'll be seeing those, as I always said this entire week, shortly. Oh, and Leon here. Oh yeah, he's airsick. Oh yeah, our jerk, everybody, is an airsick jerk. But for all the girls, apparently they dig this.
Imagine him saying silence like Stewie on Family Guy. Silence!
Silence!
Leave me alone.
Yeah, and then Stahn's here is like, I care about my friends, and then Leon's like, I don't have friends. Like, calm down, kid. Calm down.
Calm down, emo, before emo was emo. It's okay.
Yeah, that's one great way of putting it. Man, Leon. And then you kind of learn more about that later in Act 2.
Yeah. Hence
Yep.
the... Yeah, never mind.
Yep. Sure, Agla, sure. Foreshadowing, air quotes? Sure. I think Gar's the one who's steering the ship, right? Because he's low leveled, he needs a use somehow, someway. And just as we did in the Draconist the first time we got invaded, we were on it, we grabbed an apple. Always, never forget the apple. You also know what you shouldn't forget about as well? The marble curry. You can still eat it. Oh no, the beast meat stew. You can still eat it. To this day. I didn't show this earlier in the game, but yeah, you could eat this beast meat stew, which was referenced in Vesperia. But yeah, it's still edible to this day. I don't know how it keeps its warmth. I don't know how, like, it still stays there, but it's still there.
Mm-hmm. And the, like, precursor of cooking in this game was 4 gourmets that you can get, and that's one of the gourmets that a certain someone shows you how to make later in the game too, is beast meat stew.
Yeah,
closest to cooking in this game.
Yeah, if you could if I could describe cooking in this game, it's basically how if you would in Graces, where you would bring like 3 random ingredients to one of the cooks, the NPC cooks, and you get a veggie set or a mushroom set. It's exactly the same idea here. You bring 3 or 4 random ingredients to any of the chefs here, and they give you like another combined meal altogether, which fills your food sack immensely.
Right.
I've just never gone out of my way to do that myself, so I don't really know how much it actually restores.
And you also get a certain really rare disc with a certain spell in it if you do a certain thing with all 4 of the gourmets that you make.
Oh, okay. I never knew that.
Yeah.
I wanted to find a toilet gel again, but unfortunately, no luck. Sounds like nothing else is in here. Okay, this scene, though. Yeah, it kind of establishes Stahn and Rudy a little better. So go Rudy and StahN, the character development right there. Rudy just starts to explain why she became Lens Hunter. Everyone has their reasons, and it's just, I think this was something that was lost later on in Destiny R. I think they kind of accentuated a little bit more and over-exaggerated her want of money, if I recall correctly, based on what I've heard. And then StahN's just stammering over his words, just trying to... he's just such a country boy, he doesn't know how to spit the words out.
I love it.
And Philia just... Right, good timing, Philia, good timing. Oh, yeah. But then, for those who have thought Rudy was like a bit of... A lot of people who probably thought Rudy was a jerk, like from the very beginning of the game, is where she starts to warm up a bit. Alright. And off to Zyngol on a dragon. Sounds perfectly right. I can't think of any other... What? I'm trying to wonder why they would have an airship for dragons, though. Like, an airship dragon, though. Like...
Yeah. It's kind of out of nowhere.
They don't seem to be in bad relations with anyone else. Maybe it was used in the Aether Wars? I don't recall. Maybe it's some book in the library that teaches you that. Alright, so Gar here is our low-level party member is hitting hard as to what the king wants to do with the Eye of Atamoni. So we'll find that out shortly. I like that Gar is being proactive here because, like, it shows just how much authority he would have and how much he is already starting to show signs of his sumptuous role of eventually taking over Pandaria. So I like that here he starts to be assertive in that and starts to act as royalty, even though literally it just happened like an hour or so ago that we've learned that his father has died because of Leiden.
Right.
You already burned out?
Stream's acting funny.
Is it?
Yeah, I'm gonna try to refresh it and stuff.
Alright. See ya, Saber. Yeah, it's from the Aether Wars. Agla's got it covered. Oh yeah, so this is where we also give back Dimlos. So, unfortunately, StahN won't have Dimlos for a little while. No more teacup. What will we drink our tea with now? Oh yeah, and Leon... Well, Leon, I guess, clarifies here that they remain dormant until another crisis happens. So, I guess that's why... It shows the assertiveness of the king and how he believes that there won't be any more crisis at this point. Oh yeah, everyone has their tiara. Only StahN and Rudy had tiaras at that point. They were the only ones who were shot colored. I forgot Mary's broke. Oh yeah, and then Hugo is gonna award the people for helping him out. And yeah, what happens next? Establish Stahn furthermore. Cannot wait. So yeah, everything's coming to an end. Everything is all happy, and we've all just completed our mission and bring back the Eye of Atamoni. Surely, what could possibly go wrong?
You know, I had such a feeling of like accomplishment and happiness when I first got to this part of the game.
Oh yeah?
Yay! I win!
Okay, so let's be honest. Did you actually think the game was going to end here, like when you first played
Yes!
through this? Yeah?
Yes, without a doubt I did.
Go right ahead, man.
Without a doubt I did.
Oh man, in a community where we're all so cynical about what will happen next, I know, like, you always, like, know that there's gonna be more to it. I kind of miss having the innocence of just, thinking that
Yes.
the story's over, but then you have more to it, you know?
Right.
What
Yeah.
has happened?
Yeah. Get all cynical and jaded and stuff. Oh, this probably isn't even the end of the game yet.
Yeah, exactly. We just know. But yeah, Stahn here just gave his prize money to Rudy. All of it. So it's like, way to go, Stahn. Way to go. Oh, man. That also, like, kind of just makes you wonder, like, back then, like, how he's, like, he wanted to be, like, to be famous for richness and fame. And it's just, like, when he does that to give it to Rudy, it's like, oh, that's very sweet of you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, game's over. No, that means Tempest. No, no. I was just testing the DS games earlier, and I think I might be able to do it. It looks like at this pace we might be going to it anyway, so I'm just like, whatever. Tempest. I don't even know if I'll be able to finish it, but apparently it's really short, so I'll just play as much as I can until Exilius starts.
Yeah.
I've already given up. The side quests are like very short, and the main adventure is very short. It's great, but no. The only PlayStation game that could have went for 3 days was Eternia, because 3 deaths. Maybe Fantasia. But I'm surprised by how short this game is compared to other Tales games.
Yeah. Yeah. If you know how to get through the dungeons, you know, you can do it fairly well, but if some of the ones you don't know, like we were saying, there's some of these things in this game there's no indication of. I guess it's not even this game, maybe just old JRPGs in general.
Yeah.
There's just no indication that you must do this in order to do this. There's a few of those that can delay you if you don't know about them. But other than that, yeah, it's not that bad.
Yeah. Leon is still a jerk to this day. Leon. I like that shot of the Draconis in the background, though. This,
Yeah.
Yeah. This environment is really nice. Oh yeah, Stahn is the only one who's going back, because he's the one who doesn't live in this continent. I forgot everyone else does.
Yeah.
Wait, he gets a private jet flight through a Draconis? It's like, that is the most famous way to, like, go back to your hometown. He gets a crew and everything for it, too.
Yeah. In style.
Oh, and Gar's gonna take care of Mary. Oh, poor Mary.
ClesStahn get back home and the Draconist, Lilith be like, I don't care if you're Stahn this and World Saber that and Draconis this and Draconis that. You will wake up early and you will go get food for us and put it on the table.
Exactly. And then he just falls asleep in the middle of it. With like, Stahn! Just grabs the ladle and the pot. Wake up!
Grumble first.
Okay, we all know what happens here. Everyone is just reconvening and talking about going where they want to go. I mean, because of our cynical selves, we already know this isn't gonna end here. But yeah. Oh, poor Philia. No, don't have the inferiority complex. Whatever happened to, like, you know, wanting to become strong with Clement? The only one who gave their swordiness back was Stahn. Wait, if they're turned off, does that mean they're not able to, like, use spells either? I guess so.
Yep.
Yeah, okay, that makes sense. Never mind, Philia. You have a good point. ClesStahn, are you interested in getting, like, Exilia 2 or playing Exilia 1?
I'd like it, but I probably won't in the near future.
Alright.
I probably won't, but that's not to say I have no interest.
Right, it's not a good time and such, eh?
Yeah, just a time thing.
Yeah. Okay, now we're getting to some... Oh, don't play the It's Nothing card, Rudy. Don't. Okay, and then Stahn! Everyone in the Tales fandom, look at this line. This is the line that every friggin' Tales character needs to say. You don't leave it at nothing. This is what could prevent things in Tales games. It's not nothing. Well, and Rudy just insists anyway. And Stahn persists! Stahn persists! Not only does he not give up, he keeps going! This is what regular people do! This is what regular people who have been companions for a couple of months and gone on adventures do! They... This is how much they care!
Let's head to Doth.
Let's not go back to Doth! No! Never! See, this... I'm gonna go on a rant again. It's been a while since I've gone on a rant, but still. Oh, man. Let's not bring up Symphonia or Abyss, please. Not right now. Yeah, and Gar knows exactly what to do. Everything is going right. The script is fine. It's great. It's so refreshing over other things that I refuse to mention again and explode on again.
Yeah.
Well, that's what we like about Stahn. Now, this is how you write some. This is how you write some pretty interesting romances here. Them just being completely honest with each other.
Yes.
Yeah, there you go. Oh, Stahn, you're such a nice guy. Jeez. And he's the kind of nice guy that Rudy kind of needed after all the crap that she went through.
Mm-hmm.
Ogla. Oh man, Ogla. If you want to go further into romance, air quotes, Destiny 2. But heroes nonetheless.
Correct.
If this were Abyss, we keep hearing that da-na-na song over and over again. Except it'd be like the ding 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 song. Or whatever. I'm horrible at doing sound effects, but you know what I mean. Destiny knows how to vary their soundtracks and knows when those moments come, they come.
Yes.
Yes. Oh man. Okay. Adios, Stahn. Oh, Stahn! Oh, what do you almost forget? No! No! Don't leave her like this! Oh my gosh, Stahn! You... Oh my gosh, Stahn, what are you doing? You already didn't take the prize money from Hugo and you gave it to Rudy and you're giving Rudy more money? He doesn't use money or... Oh, Stahn, I swear, you're like one of the nicest characters ever in the series. Oh, man. Wow, Stahn.
Jay, Stahn is me.
Oh, dear. And you can sell my things for money, too. You can sell my... Jeez, Stahn is like that. Oh, Stahn. Wow, Stahn is a oh my gosh. Thank you, Stahn. Way to refresh myself over, like, just how realistically nice a protagonist in the Tales series can be. Way to go, Stahn. Way to go. And the stupid crew member in there is like, no, you don't understand. Oh no, I think the text auto scrolls at this point, so I can put my controller down for a bit. Yeah, this is some like private jet flying here with the Draconess. So Kongman's still beating people up. Or is it auto scroll? I don't remember. Oh, no, yeah, it is. Okay, maybe not really realistically, but never mind. It's nice to be reminded of a character who is just like, you know, brings out the best of goodness in people. Maybe not realistically nice. Realistically nice is a horrible term. In fact, it's just Stahn is a nice character to be reminded of the ultimate goodness of people. It's just, you know, when you're in a realistic world with like a bunch of negativities and such, it's nice to be reminded of like goodness, and Stahn is that goodness. But yep, that's the end of Tales of Destiny. I told you it was a short game. Yeah, no, Act 2 is coming up soon. How? You think... Oh, never mind, the Draconess is not that fast anymore. Oh yeah, you got a bad feeling about this time. Lilith, oh Lilith. So, ClesStahn, how did it feel to see at this point of the game where you see that there's another chapter of this game left to be unfold?
Yeah, I think when I first started playing, I originally thought, this ending sure is taking a long time, and started to feel like maybe there's more here that meets the eye.
Alright.
But I actually thought it was really, really cool to be in Stahn's hometown and run errands and whatnot, and then have to figure out a different weapon besides Dimlos. I actually thought it was really fun.
Yeah. Oh, Stahn Air Hedron. That's still something that goes going? Oh, Doofus. Rufus. Who is this Rufus guy? Why are we... So apparently Dimlos' insult has gone all the way to Linnea. I see.
My name isn't Airhead Ron either.
Stahn's home back to its countryside, ready to farm the gardens and catch the fishes in the water. Oh, well, yeah. Near the end of this story, and the start of something new. I mean, I don't know how many more times I gotta say this. Though it's nice to establish Stahn's little family here and where he's from.
Yes. Yeah, and I think there's one of those sacred texts in this town later on.
Sorry?
One of those sacred texts, I believe, is in this town you can get later.
Oh, here we go. And thus the game continues. And back to me picking up my controller. Alright, and of course we start off the act as with the other Tales game, well, some Tales games, with the main character sleeping. Of course, not as much as Stahn, though. But no, all the sprites there in that one area there is really obvious. I mean, especially one character in particular with that. Is there anyone else who wears a cape in this game? I don't know. Who's very self-absorbent enough to wear a cape. Yeah, I know. Very mysterious. Oh, you can move Stahn here, but you could just leave him sleeping there to kind of establish just how much of a sleepyhead he is. But no, let's just keep moving. I wonder if I could, like, walk back up there and sleep. No. Oh, well. I kind of like little quirky things like that. But, yeah, this is Stahn's home here. Small little home. No toilet gel, unfortunately. Would have been a nice tie back, but... Got a bunny. And, oh god, this commentary is just going downhill already. They got a bunny. Like, where am I going? 10 days straight? Stahn? Stahn was sleeping for 10 days straight. I don't buy it. How can you sleep for 10 days straight? So we get a little bit of an impression as to how the village life here is in Linnea. Oh no. Oh no. Blackmail with not cooking breakfast. Oh, better watch out. Our hero, everybody.
Nice.
So are we really surprised at this point? From stowaway to guy who goes around... Guy who goes around and falls into certain plot points and then is now afraid of his sister not being able to cook. Are we surprised?
Yeah, I always like that about Stahn and Rid both. They both love to eat. They're both country boys.
Yeah. Alright, so this part of the first act kind of establishes a bit more about, like, encouraging exploration, because Lilith here wants some shopping because she does not have any fish. Yeah, I mean, what am I spoiling at this point? Yeah, there you go. So there are 4 ways to approach this one. There's the usual talking to the store manager. Oh wait, we gotta put away our dishes first. Standard, again, they kind of absorb. They wouldn't let you do this manually in the game. Look, Stahn's just carrying a dish here. Let's just go and try to leave. Wow. I think it's the only time in the game where you see Stahn carrying a dish. But yeah, we actually gotta manually put it in the sink ourselves. Again, giving you a little bit of an impression as to how he lives life here in Linnea. And away we go. There are different ways we can find the fish. We can go to the market here and essentially... Oh no, that's the village chief's house. I know where I'm going. I know where I'm going. We go to the shop here. Where are we? Where are we? Where are we? How do I not find the shop? How do I not find it? This is a very jumping little theme, though. Oh no, we're back to Stahn's house. Oh god. How do I not find where everything is, even though it's so small? That's the village chief's place. That's the... Oh no, it's further down here. I see now, I see. This is the market. Nope, that's... Just don't listen to me until we actually get there. Here it is. Okay, so we gotta talk to this guy here with the fish. Hello, Gov. So, ClesStahn, did you know about the multiple ways you could get a fish here in this part of the game, or...?
Yeah, I seem to remember you get one from a guy, or you can buy one. I used to take the trip all the way down to Neustadt and buy one, and then walk back up, because that gets you some sort of better item that escapes me later in the game.
Actually, it gets you a secret item known as the Silver Ladle or something that costs 10k.
Haha, there we go.
Yeah. It's just that, I think, as much as that one would give more time and such, I think there's a better... I think I have a better idea.
No.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about.
Not for stream purposes.
Yeah. No, I mean, no. I would do it if it weren't for the fact that the next choice I'm gonna do is absolutely, brings up some interesting conversations.
Yeah. Gotcha.
No, he has fish. It's just the fish are old. He hasn't had new fish for a while. They all know each other, so he knows exactly what kind of fish Lilith would like. So he, again, gives you yeah. It gives you an idea as to how close they are together. There you go. We can either go to Neustadt or borrow some fish from the village pond. Oh yeah, question.
Super,
Sorry.
super Rod, go! Wild Goldine appeared.
Yeah, essentially. Oh no, but we're being berated for even considering that. Alright, so let's go get that fish. All the way into... Which one is it? I've never actually done this before, so I'm just kind of like half guessing it.
I think. Let's see.
Is it the one
Is it like a?
Oh
like
wait,
there's
never
a
mind.
bigger one.
Oh no, it's a little game. You actually gotta follow the fishes. the images of the fishes in the water. How am I missing it though? How am I missing that? Weird. Did you go out of your way to grab the fish like this?
I think I did it different ways at different times. It's like different playthroughs. I did it different ways.
All right. I'm trying to make more fishes spawn, but I think that's the last of them. Fine. I'll just go to Newstad. Maybe I'll get the silver ladle along the way. No, I don't have anything. Right? I gave it all to Rudy. I gave it all to Rudy. Except the weapons, of course. I gave all my money and my lens to Rudy. So since we don't have Dimlos, we're gonna we need to equip a sword and head out to Newstad manually. I've never done this this part of the fishing thing, but we're gonna try. Where is Newstad again?
Bottom right,
Bottom right. Okay.
like southeast.
Thanks, ClesStahn.
Far southeast. Yeah.
All right.
I think you're gonna fight some of those little mandrakes or mandragoras or whatever and stuff right now, and GDs and wolves and stuff.
Yeah. Oh well. The only thing that they have going for them is poison. Otherwise, they're still the same weak enemies you saw earlier.
Yeah.
Yeah, Rudy knows exactly what to do to make a man come back. Oh, Rudy just took everything from us. Well, no, to be fair, we gave it to Rudy, but still. It's just great. I love how little details like that makes me appreciate the game. Because like, if it was a modern game, they would have just like kept the gold and such. Because like,
yeah.
it would make the casual fan just like negatively react to the game better, but gotta remember back then games were like made for logically made sense, so you know. Alright. Newstad. All the way to Newstad. So we'll be going for maybe we'll be going for an hour, and then we'll be going into our first break. So yeah, so we're almost near the end of the game. Well, we're halfway through the game actually, but the game isn't really that long in the first place, so yeah.
Yeah.
Newstad is all the way to the southeast, so I'm trekking all the way there. Did Stahn learn anything else besides spin slash and force? No, it's still the same. All the way to go. Poke. Oh man, it's the game audio that you're hearing right now synced with what you're seeing in the video, or is it a little bit delayed?
Mine's a little bit delayed, but I'm restarting live stream.
All right. There we go, and let's come on all the way to Newstad. I hope I didn't pass it, because then I'd be like,
You did.
okay, thanks. Do you know this map like the back of your hand?
I did at one point, and I think I probably still could. I know it way better than any other Tales game. I'll say it that way.
All right. Yeah, Mook Tales. You can go back to the quest and it'll be it, but I don't know. I kind of like the dialogue if you actually come home with the fish, because you kind of establish a bit more of the family ties between Stahn and Lilith. And it's like, well, it's kind of nice to kind of just experience it yourself. The whole being the older brother who actually comes back to do a request for his sister.
Yeah.
If you've ever been an older sibling, you know you do this. And Stahn is just the ultimate extreme of that.
Yep.
Just going all the
things.
way. Yeah. Alright, so I can't remember... Oh yeah, we gotta go to the dock. I don't have a lot of gold though, so I won't be able to buy that silver ladle unless I sell stuff. Okay, let's see. I wonder if what I sell would actually be worth it. If not, then I'm just not gonna get the silver ladle.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Do I ever use elixirs? I don't think I ever use an elixir in this game. No.
Yeah, I always save them and then never use them.
Yeah. Though it doesn't look like I have any... Oh, wait, I got a bunch of freaking bows from that one dungeon. We're good. We're
I
good.
was gonna say, yeah.
Alright. Well, okay, like, you know what I mean. You're not actually gonna bring a fish to a sister who's allergic to it, but I mean, like, the idea of going far in your quest to find fish for your sister. To find something for your sister. Oh, you're a fabric vendor. I don't want to talk to you. Okay, where is that? Oh, you're the guy. I love how, like, Stahn is just so blunt and just asks for the biggest one. Just the biggest one. Yeah, I think like the swordfish is better than what other fish you can get from the other guy here. There's only like 2 people you can get fish from. The swordfish is the better of the 2. Okay, I gotta find a peddler who sells a silver ladle. No, that's not you. Are you the one? Nope. You can tell it's my first time doing this part, so bear with me here as I find the guy who sells the silver ladle. No, that's a sack of grain. That's not a person. No, wait, no, there he is. There he is. I don't know what the silver ladle does, though. A measly 10k. Sure, we'll take it. Yeah, if you leave this area after buying the fish, then he'll never show up again. It's a one-time item, and if you want 100% completion, you need to get the silver ladle. What it does, I don't know. It's just for show, but it also... Oh no, 300 attack, 100 hit, so maybe... it's for Mary. I don't know. We'll see. It probably was like maybe a dummy item for Lilith even. Did she? No, wait.
It is.
Oh, is it?
It is, because her status portrait has her even holding it.
Right. Okay, that makes more sense then.
Yeah. I can't remember if Mary can equip it or not. I guess we'll find out.
Alright. Oh no, I don't... Oh, man, I have to decide. I think I'll just get Mary and Kongman back. Not Carol, unfortunately. As much as I love him, like, as a bard on our team, I think maybe I'll just take Kongman and Mary back for story purposes.
Yeah.
Surprise! The party members are coming back. Just thought I'd clarify that. Did I run out of holy bottles? Oh no, wait. Oh no, because I don't have Delia anymore, so I always relied on her. I'll just go get a holy bottle back at Newstad. Okay, what's that shop? No, wait, that's the weapons equipment shop. Okay. Is this the one? Right, there you go. The F-Mark Superstar. Alright, I think we're all good here. And we're good to go. Wait, can ClesStahn... No, ClesStahn can't equip the ladle, so that makes me wonder, can Mary actually equip it? Because whatever ClesStahn equips, Mary can equip, so...
Right. Except for, she can also equip the golden fry pan, though, and ClesStahn can't equip that, though.
Wait, there's a golden frying pan?
Yeah.
Wait, do you get that in, Did you get that in, one of the, what's it called? In that, cameo bonus dungeon?
I can't remember. Like, this game is so weird. There's certain items that... Not only are they side quest items that you can't get in the main story, some of them are, yeah, available in that tower. And then there's even more that literally aren't obtainable without a Game Shark.
Oh god.
And yeah, and I can't remember if Golden Fry Pan is one of those or not. Can't remember.
Thinking about it, it probably is because of how Lilith was supposed to be a playable character then. Probably.
Yeah.
Alright, so now we're walking all the way back to Linnea just for a fish. Way to go, ClesStahn.
Way to be a big brother.
Yeah. Alright. Like, you know what I mean, right? How you're an older sibling and how you would, do you have, like, a younger sibling and such?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would do anything for my younger sibling, definitely.
Yeah.
That's exactly true.
Yeah. So, what ClesStahn's doing here is completely believable. It's just, I don't think I really walk all the way. I don't know, it's just, it's awesome. It's really awesome. But I don't think I walk. Maybe I just, like, bike or something. Okay, let's go find Lilith and show her the big fish we got. I went to the market at Newstad to get a fish. Oh man. I asked for a big one. Awesome. Sunfish? No, it's not a sunfish. ClesStahn, come on. You gotta sort... ClesStahn, look at the fish. Would you call that a sunfish? Oh, ClesStahn, don't ever change. This is great. This is great. No, it's a swordfish, not a sunfish.
And see, this is one of the things that has the potential of being a weird part of the game, because if you use a Game Shark and hack the game and get Lilith into your party, and then you come to this part of the game, all her dialogue still goes through exactly how we're reading it now, but she's invisible. Like, she's not standing there in front of the living room.
What?
Yeah, it's weird.
Oh. Her sprite is just, like, gone. Weird.
Yeah.
And we're still found asleep. Are we even surprised at this point? Oh, visitors? Who? Nope, still asleep. ClesStahn sleeping there kind of makes me feel like I should sleep. he just looks so... He just looks so, like, comfortable in there. Oh, it's Dimlos! He's back! Oh wow, StahN now wakes up for Dimlos. Not a smart way to get out of bed though, StahN, considering how that you've lived here. Oh wait, never mind, it wasn't actually... Well, no, wait, did Feely actually bring... Oh, we'll find out soon. Guess what? Something different happens. The Eye of Atamoni is gone again. How? Why? Why? Who took... Huh?
You had one job, Felia.
That wasn't even Felia's job, that was the king's job.
True, you had one... Well, maybe the king has a lot of jobs, can't say that.
No, you know what someone did? Someone hid it under a sheet and dragged it away again. No one ever questioned it.
Gosh.
Jeez, you'd think they'd get a little smarter than last time.
And I love it. They have one of, like I said, I think I mentioned in the chat yesterday, you can... one of the Game Shark codes is a walk through walls thing where you hold the square button and it lets you walk wherever that you're not usually supposed to be able to walk, and you can walk up those steps at the King of Seingald and talk to him. And he just says some weird, outrageous stuff. So I think he says something along the lines of "How'd you get up here?" or something like that.
What? Oh, he actually has a line for it.
That's one of the weird dialogue things in this game. One of the many.
I think that's awesome, actually. You know, like they
Right.
they just like, you know, they thought about someone who might like go through walls and speak to the king. It's like great. I like it when like little attentions to detail are done.
I know, and I think this game has one of the best like debug room Game Shark cheats that I've ever seen, because you can like do everything when you use that code.
Can I just grab a Game Shark right now? I don't have a PlayStation
I know.
system though. I'm only playing this on the PS3.
I know.
Oh, thank you, Dimlos. Finally, I don't have to use that old sword ever again. Alright, so now we have Felia back, so we don't need to... I bought 15 holy bottles. I don't know why. I should have just bought 2. But Felia's back and we don't need the holy bottles anymore. But we gotta equip them first. So yeah, Clement is on though, but I had to put on the sword for StahN. And now we're off on our second adventure to, surprise, find the Eye of Atamoni again.
Woo!
How did it feel to have to realize you had to find the Eye of Atamoni again? Did it bother you or no?
Yes, it did. I just eye rolled.
Really? Oh man, but if we're off to go find the Eye of Atamoni, as I can't step on chickens though, but I can step on seagulls. StahN has his priorities, you know. Wild animals are totally okay, but farm animals, that's just crossing a line. And everyone's watching too, so it makes sense. It makes sense. Alright, let's get a cloak on.
There's one good thing about having Filia right now. Cloak's available.
Yeah. Thank goodness they gave you Filia first, because if not...
What weapon does she have right now anyways?
Clement.
Oh, that's right. She already has... Yeah, that's... Of course, they both have them. That's right.
Yeah, StahN, you just have to remove the weapon you give him before he gets Dimlos back. So there's that minor detail, but other than that, we're good. Have you tried equipping like other weapons on them for a long amount of time, or just kept the Swordians on them?
I don't know if I ever did a full playthrough the whole time with a non-swordian, but I did switch every now and then because you can get, like, the Excalibur is the strongest sword in the game after Dimlos, unless you count Dimlos leveled all the way. Excalibur is the strongest sword, and it was pretty fun, but nah, I always like to basically mainly use swordians.
Yeah. They never really give you a reason to unequip them other than the Excalibur sword.
Yeah, and even, you know, like I said, Dimlos, once you get the SW 590 480 disc, you can add that to Dimlos' attack power, and he's stronger than Excalibur.
I'm assuming that's one of the last discs in the game, right? I think I'm going the wrong way. I don't recall walking through this coastline.
Oh, yeah.
No, never mind. I think we're good. Shh. Quiet, Mook. I'm not lost. I'm not lost. I think I have like the map of this place ingrained into my memory right now. No, I don't even know. I don't even know. Okay, everyone is questioning where I'm going. Never mind. I guess I am going the wrong way. What? Okay, I'm going the wrong way. Let's go back. Let's use another. I just want to explore more, you know, because look, if I had gone like really fast, we would have been finished. We would have been like way farther than we are right now, actually. All right. Am I supposed to go to that bridge? Okay. No, I thought like I wasn't supposed to pass it. See, this is what happens when I listen to the chat. There's a delay. There's a delay. I don't know. Okay, let's go to the bridge. Like with the whole Zodiac puzzle, I keep getting the wrong creatures at the wrong time.
Yeah.
ClesStahn, I'm going the wrong way, aren't I?
There's more than I think there's more than one way to skin a cat. I would have in the middle of the continent. I would have hung a right and gone up a little slope, but I think that bridge there. Oh yeah, maybe we'll have to go back up to that. Yeah, I'd trek all the way left around that big mountain to go up, and you're not on the map yet, but when you get back to the map.
Yeah.
I'd make your way left and go left and up around the big mountain thing that's on the left side of the continent and make your way kind of the middle continent again, middle of it, and then hang a right.
I see.
When you're at the middle.
I gotta go back around the coastline again. How did I make it to Newstad just for a fish, but not for what we actually need to do? Priorities, man. I gotta get the fish for my little sister. And I knew that bridge was a dead end, but I thought like the chat knew otherwise. So okay, let's just keep going. Oh yeah, this game does predate Pokemon. Well, at least the Japanese release. English, it kind of came around the same year. Go, Ophelia! First and only time she slashes an enemy with a Clement. Alright.
Yeah, so now you'll just hang right, go up the little dirt slope there.
Yeah. And keep staying. Okay, I get it now. I don't know where I went. I just need to see the ocean to remind myself where I was and then head back. I need to reflect.
That's right.
I need to reflect a little bit.
Yeah.
I need to remember. I need to calm down because I just realized the freaking Eye of Atamoni was stolen again. Not under my watch, but someone else's watch. If I don't trust people. No, I'm becoming Leon now. What the heck? No, I'm not supposed to go up there. I forgot what you said. Just keep going further to the southeast and we should be fine.
Right.
Oh man, oh man, oh man. Mandrakes. More mandrakes, more mandragoras that think they can cast strong spells. Oh, but they made me go to sleep. Stan, stop sleeping on the job! I know we gotta do the same thing again, but come on, Stan!
He can't help it.
Okay. Yeah, I know, it's in its nature. Okay, are we at New Start already? There we go. I just gotta go down here. Alright. I don't think we ever get our money back that we gave to Rudy. Is my memory fuzzy or is it just me?
I don't think so either.
Yeah, so all those lens that you grind and all that money you get in the beginning, it's like just for nothing for the end of the first act. So make sure to spend it all. I completely forgot about it, but I didn't really need to in the end of it all. Was Pokemon 95? Yeah, green and red, right?
Because that Game Freak logo that pops up at the beginning, it says something about 95, I thought. And I always remember thinking, that seems like a really long time ago.
Yeah. 90 is America, 95 was green and red, and then the re-releases were red and blue. Which came out in Japan too. And we got the re-releases for the first time.
Which makes me wonder what years the original TV show ran in Japan.
99? Question mark? Maybe? 98, 99, one of those two. Oh, more boats. More sailing. I feel like I like the overworld graphic of the boat though.
Yeah.
Hogwash. Clement, watch your language. Hogwash, watch it. Oh, I see. So the king sent Velia to gather all the Swordian masters. Wait, so why was Gar an option? Oh yeah, Ictenos, but when has he ever been useful for us yet?
Yeah, I know.
The only time he was used... Oh, Leon. What about Leon? What? Oh, Leon plugged discs onto the Swordians that made them really dormant. Huh. Yikes. Leon, you... Oh, you jerk! Jerk to the very end. So who would have thought? Yeah, bamboozled. Leon is a traitor, and so the sailing music continues. Oh, one of the few points that Destiny has in terms of bad music times.
Oh, there was one of those islands where that house is on with the mirror that I was talking about, that we passed by the south of Pandaria a minute ago.
Oh, okay.
But
So
we can't do that until we get a certain flying ship, the obligatory flying ship that lets you go everywhere in a JRPG. Until later.
I like Eternia's because you're on a hoverboard. It's like not even a flying ship. It's just flying on like land or something. Right, Porygon never made an appearance in the Pokemon anime ever again. Because of that one episode. Nor its evolutions, I think. I could be wrong on that. I don't watch Pokemon anymore, but yeah. But we're doing the same things like last time in terms of finding the Eye of Atamoni. But at the very least, the characters who have taken the Eye of Atamoni again are actually a little bit more interesting. So, having to do the Eye of Atamoni thing again kinda gets you, but just focus on the characters that you'll be seeing.
Yeah.
Alright, so... Okay, so all the way down to Cresta, which I believe we gotta go take a roundabout the mountainside here.
Yes.
You can drop by there in Act 1, it's just that I completely forgot about it while out. Because you can do a small side quest there too. Alright.
But Rute doesn't even let you walk in. She just says something like, "I don't like the feel of this place, let's go," or something like that.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Except there's one flag in the game where you're able to go inside, but otherwise you can't really.
Okay.
It's Destiny 2. Oh, Rudy. Yeah, Rudy is in charge of an orphanage, so that's why she needed the money. Aw, even more sweet. And Stan here with the nice line there. Nice attention to detail again. Ophelia too. They're both too nice.
Yeah.
And then Dimlos is just... Stan, how dare you be considerate? We need her. Dimlos, don't ever change. Oh, and Stan just, again, talking down these Swordians. Like, what the heck? Ophelia too. These guys are just like... No, they're not like soldiers in an ancient war or anything. Oh yeah, by the way, Rudy can hear the Swordians too. I think that's one detail they kind of forgot there. Oh wow. Wait just a minute? I think that was a bit of a typo there, but okay. Wait just a minute.
All your base are belong to us.
Indeed. Oh, and Rudy misinterprets it as Stan and Ophelia together. Oh, but no, never mind. She takes it the wrong way. She means to say, like, you're not gonna let me join in the fun? Okay, that's good. I was kind of concerned that they would take her to the route of just, like, Rudy being jealous of Ophelia or something, but no. It's good. She's still the free-spirited, happy self she is. Okay. Do you feel like this is the part of the game where it kind of drags a little bit?
Yeah, it feels like the beginning.
Yeah.
Like the very beginning of the game.
Yeah.
It's kind of like, alright, can we just like, sort of get everyone in the group and be on about our business?
Exactly. So there isn't really much to say to it, other than the fact that Rudy kept Atwhite in storage. So, just like Dimlos, why do these Swordians constantly keep finding themselves in storerooms? The poor soldiers of ancient wars, stuck in the storeroom for the rest of eternity. I'm not saying Destiny. I try to avoid puns whenever I can.
For the rest of Eternia.
turning. Oh no, that's no. No, you mean for the rest of Destiny? Aye.
Aye.
You know the game is dragging when we're just talking about Pokemon at this point.
I know.
Yeah. I guess one small thing I could talk about is like I kind of like how like on the side view I turned that off, but I turned it back on for Act 2. But I just like how like it changes depending on where you're near. So like it would show that you're walking through a field or next to a mountain.
Right.
Or close to the coast. It's dynamic and it's a nice little feature there for a 2D game.
Yeah, attention to detail. I'm with you. I like it too. And in the Japanese version, that little box down there where they're walking is where they had their screen chats. Whenever you would leave the game and they leave them sitting there on the world map for a while, and they would start. You know, that was the first. That was the first like. You know, precursor to screen chats, and you know, the skits was they would talk down there in the little thing on the bottom left corner.
Yeah, some nice precursor to it. A friend of mine showed me some of those translated a while back, and they do establish more character and such. I think like one of the skits where like ClesStahn was wondering how Rudy would look like with long hair, I think, or ClesStahn wanting to cut his hair. One of those two things.
Huh.
And the best part about it is that like she does end up growing out her hair in the sequel.
Yeah.
Alright, and as we make our business, let's step on seagulls because we can, because screw it, they're not farm animals. Keep stepping on each and every one of them.
And I love that my stream and audio are finally in sync. I love this.
Alright.
I was having a slight issue for the longest.
Yeah, I'm glad it's synced with you too, man. Alright. Better than last year when you could only just imagine it. I kind of wish I had this set up for you for Symphonia because that game, yeah. At least I didn't have to spend 10,000 gold on a boss. Never again. Never ever again. Look at all these Pokemon strats that are being talked about in the chat right now. What is this? What is this? Omega, why? What? Omega, is this a chat of yours or what? Oh, man. Okay, let's see here. Once again, to break, I'll show you that video. Oh, actually, just search it up. It's spelled Vivo, except FEEV0H.
Okay. Say that again. I'm gonna write that down.
Right. No, I think I can actually type it here for you.
Okay.
Give me a second. Gotta
Sure.
turn on my iPad. Just look this up.
Okay.
And yeah, I have the what's it called? The Tales of Destiny patch slot scenes on there.
Okay. Interesting. I'll have to do that during the break.
Yeah. Or you can even do it right now, really, because again, we're just picking up everyone back again.
Okay.
Kind of.
Shall.
Yeah. And even still, like after a couple of time has passed, we're still fighting these frost bunnies. But what were you saying before about how the frost bunnies had like tails or something like that? Because like I was talking about the tails being, you know, what's it called? The tails were just, they look like rat tails, and that kind of puzzled me.
Oh, because I was saying because they aren't regular bunnies, they're super duper frost bunnies.
Huh? Explain. So
Basically,
yeah.
it boils down to the fact that this isn't about logic. Okay, here we go.
I see.
I'm seeing if my Note 3 can handle these videos, and I think they are.
Okay. Your Galaxy?
Yeah.
Nice. Oh, look at these Pokemon strats going on.
PSX, cross rotate ending.
Yep. Oh, that's really bad. But that's fine. I'd rather hear that remix of, yeah. I don't know what they say, though, so don't ask me that.
Yeah. I love he has his lens belt on.
Oh, is that a lens belt?
Yeah, like a lot of the jewelry in these, you know, in Destiny 1, Destiny 2 has little jewels, little lens jewels, like built into them. At least that's what I always pictured them as.
No, that's a good way of putting it. But yeah, I had to play that app so many times just to get things unlocked, and I have them all uploaded there. Well, at least there was only one that was ripped. There was only one that was ripped, and the rest I just uploaded from the what's it called? It's unlocked video gallery.
That's cool. So these are kind of like chronologically, kind of like in between Destiny and Destiny 2, or at least I guess this one was.
More so just Destiny, and it just has that one transition of Destiny and Destiny 2 at the end.
Okay.
Watching them all right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'd rather watch that than just getting all the party members back again. But someone's got to do it.
Yeah. Okay. PSX. All Tales of Destiny K PSX gallery videos.
Yep.
26 minutes. Alright. Nice.
Yeah. Some of them are just you'll see them in 3D and it's very big. Yeah.
Interesting. Okay. I'm gonna turn the volume down a little bit.
Yeah, just an easy bit. So how's everybody hanging in there? Y'all just talking about Pokemon. It's been a long time since I've done like competitive Pokemon, maybe near the beginning of X and Y. Gar is here. Let's go get Gar.
Kog'Maw.
Kog'Maw.
That is hilarious.
Oh, what he does for Philia?
He's holding all these white roses.
Yes. Philia-sama. Yeah, again, it's a little bit too authentic. I don't know. What do you think? Like, is Kongman like more likable in the remake, or what? What's up?
This 3D is just really weird to see, but like it's not bad at all.
It's nice to see your characters. Sorry.
Yeah, it's just interesting.
It's nice to see your characters come to life like that.
Yes.
I need to find. Yes, yes. Why does it feel like the this the break that we're getting to is like so far away.
I know.
You know what I mean?
There's all that dialogue there.
Yeah. 15 minutes left to break. 15 minutes. Oh, King Gar here looks kind of sweet in the robe. And Chelsea's just standing right there, just like in her regular clothes. It's like, that's kind of funny. A huge contrast.
One of these things is not like the other.
No, Gar, we need you back. We need your level 10-ness back to our party. And your Ictenos too. Oh wait. Can I get Kongman now? I want to get Kongman. I think I can get Kongman now, right?
I think so. Yeah.
Alright. Okay, we'll do that when we get back from break then. So we'll get Kongman and we'll get... I don't know, we don't even get Mary yet, so maybe Carol. Kongman and Carol. Oh no, we'll just keep it to Kongman for now. And then we'll get Mary later. Epic robe takeoff in 2D. Ooh. Phooey. All that phooey. I just need to look up adding Kongman and Carol or whoever else in my party later because, like, yeah, Gar's still in level 16, by the way, 10 levels behind everybody else. So I don't get it why archers in this game or in the series are just sort of like behind everybody else, but it's a thing apparently.
Yeah. Yeah.
Before we go pick up some party members, we'll actually go to we could do a interesting side quest here now. Let me see here. I just need to remember where it is. I think that's a good way to end off though, because this little cameo here is a bit interesting. I just can't remember where exactly I'm supposed to go. Cherik. No, not Cherik. Armida, yeah. Okay, let's go to Armida.
Ah, okay. Now what
yeah, you know what I'm talking about.
Do they let you pass up and down through Janos now?
Yeah. Oh, it does, doesn't it?
I think so. I hope so.
I don't remember where that. I'd rather just go through by boat, even though it seems longer, but...
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. So how are those cutscenes treating you?
Cool. I saw it's on the Swordians now. It's showing in their human form.
Yes, yes. Oh, that's weird because like that's when you're like leveling.
Oh,
up
he's
and
doing the
stuff.
race in Newstat. That's funny.
Yeah. The
That's
mock
too
kid.
funny.
Yes. It sucks because like the gallery, the video gallery doesn't show the failure one. So, you could either succeed or fail, and it would show 3D renders of Stahn tripping and causing the woman to fall, and the apples falling on top of him, with the basket resting on his head. So there's like little things like that you kind of miss.
Oh, nice.
I would go through those files, but there's at least like maybe 700 or 1,000 of them, and they're like 3 seconds long, and to convert them all is just like, it's annoying. And that's just for the video files themselves. The sound files aren't even like synced with the video, so they're both separate, so you have to manually sync them. So I'm like, I don't have the time for that. I honestly don't.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, another reason why I am not liking the whole patch slot thing.
Man.
Alright, more boat swimming. More sailing the seas. Oh, yay. Don't you love people who leak, like, the English final boss of Exilia 2 is already uploaded. I don't get why people who get, like, early production copies don't get the whole point of it's an early production copy, please don't show it up on YouTube, and they do it anyway. Do you not have any dignity? It's like, all you gotta do is just, like, groan at it.
I know.
Like, it's like, yeah, kudos to you. Sorry, go on. Pretty
much the only response is to groan at it.
Exactly. It's like, yeah, kudos to you. You got the game before all of us. What matters? It doesn't really matter. We're all getting the game anyway.
Yeah.
Well, anyway.
Stan and Rute's first kiss.
Yeah. Well, in a sense. I mean, it's implied.
Yeah.
What am I doing? Cloak. I'm not going to be spoiling myself for Exilia 2, though. I'm avoiding those guys like the plague. They don't need those views. Like, it makes me mad.
Yeah, I wouldn't either.
Yeah, it's just a shame. Like, do you not feel any shame or any dirtiness to it? It just,
yeah.
Where's the dignity? Where's the honor? Honor is gone in this world.
Yeah, except for Stan.
Except for Stan. Let's
Stan
embrace Stan.
Yeah.
Alright, so here we are in Armada. I think I'm going to save here in case I might mess up, because there's a long ways to go in order to get what we're getting. Okay, so one of the first early cameos in this game, in the series, and for those who have never touched the SFC version of Final Tales of Fantasia, we have Cress and Arche. Yep. They made an appearance before their actual appearance in the series overseas. So, let's talk to him. And in a way of trying to do this, Cress and RJ here, they're going to be putting us through a quiz. They changed this in the Japanese version because Fantasia wasn't released yet when this game came out. So it's just a quiz of questions, redundancy as finest, of this game. But in the Japanese version, they're like Fantasia questions, except for this first one. You need to know their names. So yeah, it's Cress and if someone were to guess Cress and Mint, I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. But yeah,
Chester and Lilith. I love it.
Chester and Lilith. There's no R in that one though. But yeah, we had the weird spelling of his last name too. Cress Albain. There's no R in Lilith. Unless like you're going literally Japanese where it'd be like Lilisu, but still. Okay, so they actually
that reminds me.
Yeah?
You get if you shark Lilith in your party, it's just so weird because her name in the American version, her name is Lils. Because a lot of times, between Japanese and English, S and TH, they're somewhat interchangeable. But it's just, the reason it's funny is because, in the main dialogue of the game, it's always TH, and they refer to her as TH. But then, when you get her party, she's a sprite in your party, and she's a party member, the name's Lilis. Is pretty funny.
Yeah. Sorry, I gotta be a little bit focused here, because they actually time you on how long you take on the question.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah. No, but that's pretty funny how the way they messed up the name there, even though it wasn't intended. And the chat is gonna be way delayed from what we see, from what you see too, because I'm currently on question 6 right now.
All right.
Solvalu. Ooh, love the ZBS. Oh, that is Majinken. Just hope I don't mess this up, because there's 50 of them. Did you ever go out of your way to do this quiz? And, yeah.
Yeah, a lot of time. This was one of the side quests I pretty much always did.
Yeah, but obviously your first time, I don't think you've gotten 100% on them, but I'm wondering, did you do somewhat decent?
Yeah, I eventually got 100% on them. We just always try it. When I was really young, I trial and errored it a lot, and eventually got 100%.
Oh, you went the trial and error route.
Yeah, I mean, some of them I knew, and some of them I didn't, so I would just get it wrong, and then I'd try it again.
Yeah. Kerplop brings up a good point. I just bring up the game facts. I actually have it right in front of me, so I'm just making sure I look down and look up and keep tapping my iPad so that it doesn't close.
Yeah.
But yeah, kudos to you for, like, how did you do it? Did you just have, like, a save point outside the village that kept coming back in?
Yeah, but I think they let you... Don't they let you retake it until you get 100%? Or do they only...
I was always under the impression that you don't get it unless you're only given one chance, and you only get, like, a reward based on your performance.
Well, now I'm questioning. I guess I did just sort of load and reload it. I thought I just retook it over and over, though. But again, I had so many playthroughs, so maybe I just didn't complete it one time, but then the next playthrough I did, or something like that. Or got a lot of them right, but not all of them, but then the next playthrough, maybe I did all of them. I don't remember.
Yeah, it's only so much... Okay. I don't know if I asked you this yet or not, but how many playthroughs have you done of Destiny 1?
It's got to be more than 10.
Nice. But for sorry.
Especially if you count like the American version and the best version and the original Japanese version, and then playthroughs with friends, playthroughs by myself, playthroughs to try certain glitches I was trying to test out and find, and like.
Right. So you've actually got 3 channel links and such just to play with 4 players. How did that feel?
It was funny, but back in those days when I wanted to play with friends of mine, we were literally playing on a gray PSX, and so I would plug in a Game Shark and just, to get a bunch of however many channeling rings I wanted, and then hook them up on my friends' controllers and actually play on a multi-tap.
Oh, nice.
And that was always fun.
Like, did it actually work well, or does it feel like a little bit robust, or...
It worked well once you figured it out. There was something about, your controller 1 goes into port 1, and then your multi-tap goes into port 2, and then it was something about... It wasn't actually... I think you were either supposed to skip a slot and go into the second slot on the multi-tap instead of the first slot on the multi-tap, or maybe vice versa.
Right.
It was something weird about it for this particular game. Some games weren't that way. Some games you would put the multi-tap in the first controller slot and then hook up all 4 controllers into the multi-tap. So some games were one way and some were the other, I think I found out. Other when they finally got it working, it was smooth. It was smooth.
Did the camera actually work well, or was it just still focused on Stahn himself?
Yeah, my friends would get mad because it would focus only on Stahn and they couldn't see what they were doing. So you can actually, but you can pause you can either go in menu or press the start button during battle, and you press like down and square, up and square, and it'll zoom in and out on the battle.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
So if you want to do it later on, you'll see, but we would zoom all the way out just so everybody could kind of see themselves. And it would just sort of stay zoomed out the whole time.
That's only if you have channel links, or can you do that in single player?
I think you can do it now, like anytime.
Okay, after this quiz, we're at question 37 right now, and I'm just like, I'm scared I might pick the wrong option.
Yeah, I understand.
Yeah. What are these spell names? Okay. I'm just trusting the guide that I have in front of me. But no, like, that's, I never knew you could, like, zoom out the camera like that.
Yeah.
But look at them old school SFC graphics. Chris, and
No.
they look so out of place, but, I mean, they look so different, but it's just kind of endearing in its own right. Reminds me of
it's really fun to see those Super Famicom sprites.
Yeah, it reminds you of the Dijap days of playing their game.
Yeah.
There was a Wahoo there for one of the choices. Klonoa. Okay. I just don't want to not answer it wrong. If I screw up a question, I have to go through this again.
Yeah.
Oh man. 48. 3.
Yeah.
Armaments. Okay, then Clement and the Aether Wars. Okay, we're good. That's annoying. Thank you. I knew.
Wars.
What was that?
The fourth option, that last one, was Fantasia Wars.
Fantasia Wars. Oh, I love it. I love it. But yeah, we just learned throw sword. Throw sword.
Great.
Exactly. In other words, a Hellpire, and you got a second channeling. Boo! Crafts! You've been doing puns since this game? No! No! You can't! Not in this game! Oh, why? Why? Okay, well, we just got Garinkin, so let's just leave. So I think I can get into one battle before we get back to Darashio, then save and go off for break. So that I can try the whole zoom out, zoom back thing, and I'm going to already.
Yeah, so it's either go into the menu or press start and pause, whichever one you like, and then you hold down. Sorry. Hold square and press down, or hold down and press square, one of the two. Square up and square down does it, though.
Okay. Oh, now when I want a battle. Okay, thank you.
Yeah, can't get one.
Okay, I almost pause. Oh, what? What is this? Yo, that's kind of... Okay, that's kind of sick. I'll keep it zoomed out then. Sure, why not? Okay, that actually makes things a lot easier to deal with in terms of seeing where your party is. What in the world? Okay, that's awesome.
It also lets you have more fun doing your jump down slash and jump down thrust moves from far away. You can really target and control better and run all over the map. It's really fun.
Yeah. Yo, that's sick. Alright. Okay, we'll save off on here. And yeah, let's go on our 30-minute break. Ugh.
Very good.
Very good.